game is harsh.
Yeah, this game is really hard. I'm coming from more of a casual perspective from this thing, but I really absolutely love this game, and I know from a casual point of view it's super hard. And I've been watching a lot of speedruns of this game lately, and I can tell with some of the strats, it's really hard for them to get all the way to the top. But
Yes.
I'm happy to see.
This game has been built in increments, so even though there is only one dungeon and this is a 40 floors tower, well, in the dungeon, actually, there is, we'll call them walls, or moments in the game where it's gonna get really rougher and really tougher. You will fight enemies, they'll hit you for 7 damage, and then on the next floor, they'll hit you for 22, and you have to deal with that.
Yep.
At that point, generally, you just go back to town and restart from the beginning, get new, bring back your own gear, maybe get new pets because you have pets with you. But in this time, they cannot do that. It's one time, one run, you get as high as you can.
Yeah, it's brutal, but it's a lot of fun just making your way all the way to the top. Just the feeling to make it to the top is the best feeling.
Absolutely. The first 4 to 5 floors, we should see both players try to explore as much as they can and mostly get items. That's the first thing you want to do, build up your inventory. You have a maximum of 20 inventory spots, so you have to make sure you keep everything like as clean as possible, and just bring what is really, really good. But luckily in this game, items are really good. There's going to be your damaging spells, your spell balls, which actually shoots a spell. You will have your Hulim fruits, which one-shot an enemy, but you don't get EXP back. Tuna fruit, which will turn an enemy into a frog. There's tons of stuff that will save your life in tough situation.
Yeah, especially those egg bombs.
And absolutely, you have eggs. So when you find an egg in a tower, there's a lot of things you can do with them. Eggs are extremely, they are a Swiss Army knife. You can, generally in a casual playthrough, you would bring them back home. So you don't use them during the tower, you bring them back home. You can then hatch them and they're going to become a permanent pet, a permanent ally you can bring into the tower. That's good. But then there's a lot of other things you can do with them. You can hatch them in the tower. They won't be coming up at level 1, they're going to be at the level you're on at that time. So that's really good. But the sad part about it is when you leave the tower, they stay in the tower, and you lose it permanently. In this tournament settings, well, you'd never leave the tower, so that's definitely one of the way to go. Hatch them in the tower, they're gonna start at level, let's say you're level 7, they're gonna be level 7. That's good. You can throw them as a grenade, so the hegg's gonna explode, it's gonna deal a ton of damage, and then you'll lose the heg permanently. And the last thing you can do is feed it to one of your pets. And it's going to act as a pita fruit, so it's going to give 50 MP to that pet.
And look like they're ready to start the tower.
Absolutely. So mashing is not necessarily behind us because there's still tutorial floor, but at least they are in the tower now. Rhacodactylus, my favorite pet. I'd have to go with Nuyel, I think, because this monster has a lot of things going for it, even though it's not physically powerful. You can refresh its MP using only with herbs, seeds, and fruits you find along the way. So that's generally a thing I like.
My favorite from when I was back in the day when I first played the game as a kid, it was Flame, because I love fire. But as replaying it now, I'm really liking the Griffin and the Clown as my casual playthrough with it right now.
Yes, I think Clown is generally one of the favorites. It's the best mage in the game. When you level up, if your pet has a spell, the spell level up too. So if you get to level 7, your spell's gonna go to level 7 too, and it's gonna get better. But then, if you have a Clown, its passive ability is gonna be that when you level up your spell, level up twice. And so yeah, that becomes really a really good caster very quickly. Okay, so tutorial floor is a really interesting thing. It's the only floor that is gonna always be the same. This game is 100% randomly generated, to the point where both runners won't have the same tower. They won't deal against the same thing. This game, sadly, cannot be seeded, as far as we know now. So they're gonna play against a different tower and we'll see how they can deal away from that. But floor 1 will always be the same, and you will get always the same tool, which is a very good starter kit. Actually, the items there on floor 1 are all pretty okay. A copper sword, pretty weak, but better than fighting with your bare hands. A wooden shield, same thing, is going to give you a little bit of extra defense. Not that much, but still better than having to take hits with your head. They're going to take a fireball, which have 5 charge to shoot fireballs. You will have a hag from Palunpa, the weakest monster, but an egg can be used other than just hatching it. So like I said, this is still a good tool. And a medicinal herb in case you get hurt really badly, really quickly.
Dadarsus, however you want to pronounce it. I'm bad at pronouncing names, to be fair. He skipped 2 checkboxes while the other runner, I can't pronounce his name top of my head.
It's PouletSansTete.
I'm bad at pronouncing names, to be fair. But he ran into 2 extra checkboxes, so Dad has a little advantage right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Dadarsus is one of our most experienced player, and he plays 80% mostly. That's what he's known for. And tournament setting is pretty much 80% with some restrictions. So this is his playground. He's definitely, in my opinion, the favorite for this matchup. But then again, Poulet is a very well-rounded player too. If the tower is not too rough with him, I can see this guy go up to 42. So this is going to be a match. Let's be honest.
I haven't seen much of the Blitz runs, but I've seen a few of Dad's, and I know Dad is pretty well. But I have hope for Blitz. Hope to be a good opponent against Dad.
Yeah,
my knowledge.
Oh, absolutely. This tournament, more people are practicing more and more, and the gap between player skills is dropping very drastically. So people who have a lot of experience, like Dadarsus, doesn't feel as confident as he used to. Let's be honest. But that's what's fun. I know he likes it. He'll hack as if he was shocked, but honestly, I know this guy is likes to have a real competition here.
Real competition is always nice to have, and I know he prefer to find the Scarlet Wand as soon as possible because that fits his playstyle, so he can be more aggressive. Not sure about Blitz playstyle, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure that's pretty much the mixed magic too. I mean, I think we could talk about it a little bit. So the pets you have with you is called Cuny or Cune or whatever. This pet is a fire type monster, so imagine Pokemon, there's only 3 elements in this game. Fire beats wind, wind beats water, and water beats fire, so that's a triangle. And some pets, including Cuny here, has a spell. So the spell he has is called Brid. It shoots a fireball, it deals damage. Seems not so bad, but sadly it costs so much mana that that's not a really good spell. But when you have a spell, you can also use it as mixed magic. So instead of casting the spell, it'll cast it on the blade of your character, and you can see this already on both screens. The flames become fire, and then it slams onto the enemy. It's not only really powerful, but instead of costing 8 mana for a Brid spell, or 10, I don't remember, it costs half a point of mana. So definitely a thing that is considered by most runners. If you find a wand, which is another type of weapon in this game, well, it's really, really physically weak, but it increases mixed magic that you do with your pet, and by a substantial amount. And if you get a Scarlet Wand, not only does it increase your casting spell, your mixed magic power, but it also increases it another step if the spell is fire. So Scarlet Wand is going to be the golden egg you want to see in this game all the time. You find that, you're okay to go.
Definitely agree. If they cannot find the Scarlet Wand, which
and here it is
found, that's nice. They can always find a life wand just as if that's also a rare item, but the life wand will keep you surviving because every time you hit, you heal some damage back.
Exactly. The life wand won't give you the second step up in your game, but it'll still give you one, and the fact that you're gonna lifesteal a little bit is very, very good too. But right now, Dadarsus has gotten an Ice Shield, which will Ko is the only thing that doesn't have an element in the game, but when you use an ice shield, then you become water, which is super good against fire monster and really bad against wind one. Generally, a ice shield is a good pickup because the wind monster in this game rarely hits too hard. They're generally more around bad statuses and stuff like this. But yeah, let's be honest, he's taking a little bit of a risk here, but it might pay off.
But once you get to around like floor 10, the fire floor is that would be the best time to use it.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't see if this shield was cursed, but I'm pretty I hope it wasn't.
I believe it's not cursed, but didn't really get a good look on it.
Yeah, but on Poulet's side, so you can see that the Scarlet one is doing some really great damage. He's not afraid of fighting anything anymore.
At least for these early floors.
Yes, it will change because starting on floor 6, you're going to start to see Manivas and Blooms. And on floor 7, you will see the dreadful U-boats, which in my opinion is the worst monster in the game.
Absolutely worst. I still hate it today. Hate it as a kid, hate it today.
Yes. Oh, and there's another Scarlet one! Yes. Oh, it's cursed though. Oh. We might have still a race though. This is gonna be interesting.
And his ice shield is not cursed either.
Yes, but the Scarlet is cursed though. It shouldn't drop damage too much though. It's still gonna hit pretty hard.
And there's still that modifier, I think, for the element modifier wise.
What? Sorry?
I think the element modifier still applies.
Oh yeah, absolutely it does. But Flame Sword also factor your attack power in the calculation. So the -1 is gonna... You're still gonna see it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, on the Dadarsus side you can see Manivas, which is a very annoying water monster, but in this game every water monster are annoying. This is one of the weakest you'll see at that point, and it's still gonna hurt really hard. You're gonna trade a lot of HP just to get them out of your way. But next floor is gonna be worse. The Blooms are gonna really block your road if you don't pay attention to them.
Yeah. I believe the Blooms cannot brainwash humans, because the Blooms has a special ability where they can brainwash your familiars, and your familiars can attack you, but I believe Hume's the only one who's immune to it.
Yep, he's immune to it. That's his trait, actually, so it cannot be brainwashed. And that's really a good thing to have, because you shouldn't have another pet before leaving the Bloom's floor, and being immune to it is definitely a good thing. Alright. Okay, excellent. I can't wait to see if Poulet can get a good shield, though, because he can have all the Scarlet ones in the world. A good shield is sometimes even more important than a good weapon, because the higher he'll get, and the less time you'll fight against enemies, you'll try to always outsmart them or use items on them. But taking hits, that's gonna happen all the time.
Yeah. I'm hoping he find a diamond shield at least, or maybe a mirror shield.
Yeah, a steel shield would be welcome too. Like, this wooden shield is definitely not useful anymore.
Definitely. By this point, he needs an upgrade to make his survivability more fair.
Exactly. Alright.
Leather shield.
Leather shield is an interesting one. I don't think he'll equip it, but maybe he will. The leather shield gives you even less defense than the wooden shield. One less, to be exact.
Yeah, I think the leather shield is defense 2, but it gives you a 20% dodge increase.
Yes, but it's defense 1. The wooden shield gives you 2.
Okay. Oh, okay.
To answer your question, Talfin, level do matter as much as you can get them. You never try to farm because it takes too much time, generally. But each and every time you can get another level up, it's gonna increase Ko's level. It's also gonna increase his attack power and his defense power, but generally so little that it's not necessarily worth it.
Yeah,
and there's also... Yes.
Sorry. I was about to say mostly leveling for the HP value.
Yes, exactly. And there's also a giant diminished return on HP. So the first time you level up, you get 10 extra HP, which is gigantic. This is so good. But then when you level from 20 to 21, you start getting only 1 HP every level up. So at that point, you don't even care about leveling anymore. That's not what's gonna save your life, or generally it won't. Not considering the time it takes you to get there.
And if we didn't have a time constraint, if the players were going to grind up levels, after a certain period of time, the floors will cause earthquakes, telling you, hurry up, time to get out, and or repeat it until the rooms start collapsing and force you up to the next floor.
Exactly. So you cannot stay infinitely on a floor. You just have to move on at some point. But you could still grind. But the fact that there's a 1 hour limit on the run right now, as per tournament settings, makes it so it's not really interesting to level up. If you can, you generally always want to grind on the higher floors anyway, because the XP in this game is kind of crazy. Enemies gives like 12 right now. They might give up 1,600 on the higher floors. Oh, Poulet is in trouble now.
He is.
He goes for medicinal herbs, so he wants to use as a little resource as possible, and he's gonna finish that mini even down without risking the miss that would have killed him.
And I know Dad's strategy earlier, he was talking about it with me while I was watching his stream. Once he gets up to like around floor 10, he's going to start trying to be on this, actually floor 8 and higher, trying to stay on the outsides of the maps as possible.
Oh, yeah. So there's a less influx of monsters from all directions and get less chance to be pincered.
Yeah. And there was the infamous U-boat.
Yes, so the U-boats, they are a submarine type monsters with one really, really horrible ability, which is that they can get under the ground, and when they're there, you cannot attack them, you cannot do anything to them. So they will try to position themselves in melee with you, and then they will get the first strike each and every time. If you play well in this game, you can always strike first, except against freaking U-boats. On top of that, they have quite a bit of HP for a monster on these level. They have very low defense, but they hit like 4 trucks taped together. This is horrible to fight against. So not only does it strikes first, it also hits really hard. Like probably around about 10 right now. And yeah, trading with them is a problem.
I definitely agree.
It's so much of a problem that actually in the end, my strategy is for all the floors there's U-boat in, so from 7 to 9, I run for elevators. I don't even look for items.
Oh, that's a good strategy from a casual point of view. Like, that's what I do, because I can't deal with those U-boats.
Yes.
Lots of times.
Oh, on the Dadarsus side, you could have seen U-boat dancing, which is a strategy. When they're under the ground, they cannot attack you if you are on their tile, so you can enter their tile when they are under the ground. And if you do so, then they cannot exit and attack you. So they will have to move away from you in a random direction, one they choose, but it gives you the chance to dance with them. So for as long as you're ready to still move on their square, you can reposition them and reposition yourself. Might get you in more trouble than it saves you from sometimes, but generally an experienced player can get out of trouble with this.
I think Poulet lost Q. I think Q might die. I don't see him. Not sure if he's dead. Nope. Yep. Yeah, he is dead.
It's dead. And oh, Vital Sword though. That's a good weapon, but still fighting without Q. Yeah,
as a kid, that was. Sorry.
No problem. Go on.
I was saying as a kid that was my favorite sword, but yeah, but continuing what you're saying, fighting without Q is make it harder survival wise, because he can't use mixed magic unless I know he has an egg, unless he takes the time hatching the egg as a backup familiar to help survive a little easier.
Yes, and he immediately goes for paralyzing the U-boat, and even he bails, so doesn't even want to fight it. I
think he came unparalyzed as well, though.
Yep.
Immediately,
2 charges from Paralyzed Ball right now. Definitely the play. I mean, at least one of the options there. Oh, and he goes for Star Glasses. He really wants to get the hell out of here.
I definitely agree.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna get out of this one. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
More hit. So I have to be really careful.
So that's what you want. That's why you don't want a wooden shield, man. He's been hit for like 21 health and around by the 2 monsters there, and if he ends up being pincered, this might be game 1.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay,
so
let's see how he's going.
I'm pretty sure everybody in chat now got that part, but we didn't talk about it. This game is turn-based, even though it might seem like you can move pretty much at pace you want. Oh, yep. Fire. Yeah, I think that's the play here because Bloom hits for 9, so he can take a hit from that.
Oh, and he leveled up, so some HP got restored, so that was good.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh man, this is scary. Okay, he's got to the floor 10.
Yes.
But he doesn't know in which type of room he's gonna get into. He could be in more trouble now than he was when. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's
a good
room.
floor. Oh, yeah, and he does have healer. That's
yep,
good.
medicinal's gonna help here. Okay, let's hope he's out of trouble for a while. But the Dadarsus right now is fighting against Volcano, and Volcano are worth a lot of XP. So he's only gonna get stronger and stronger, and even though he's got to grind a little bit, he didn't lose any ground because Poulet was so far behind for such a long time.
Yeah. Hey,
so I say
a good pace.
Yeah, he's still very good for someone who doesn't have CUNY, let's be honest here.
Yeah, I definitely agree. To get your pet back, Lux, you must find a restore scroll. That's the only way you can get it back.
Yes, exactly. If you were to leave the tower in a casual playthrough, then you would get it back, and that's not a problem. But in the tower, the only option is a restore scroll, so...
And those are rare items, I believe, as well. Fine.
Yes. In tournament setup, you generally don't hope for a restore scroll. It's kind of a rare item. You generally hope for another egg and being happy to get something that's really good, or at least not too bad.
Yeah. Well, Holy Scroll, by holding the item and throwing it at the enemy on that floor, that monster becomes your familiar for that floor only, which is
exactly
of it.
That is a really interesting mechanic from the game that it's not explained to you. Some items have different use depending on how you use them. You can actually use the item, which do something to yourself, but you can sometimes have them in your hand and then throw them away, and it does something else. In this case especially, Holy Scrolls are super good. Both their uses are really good. On yourself, it'll create a powerful field that'll make you invincible for around about 20 rounds, which is pretty good. But it'll also, you can throw them, and then it'll turn the enemy monster into an ally for the old floor. So now he's lost it, but for the old floor, it was an ally. That's pretty good.
Oh, Blue Sand, at least he can make his, he's not going to use it to make his shield slightly stronger.
Let's hope, yeah. Oh.
But as a kid, I never knew about the Holy Scroll, throwing it and making temporary familiar. If I did know about that, it would save me a lot of angry times.
Yes, generally people really like an item called Ulim Fruit, which is the blue fruit, which removes a monster from the map. Holy Scroll actually is kind of better because it doesn't remove it from the game, it just gives it to you.
Yeah.
Still remove the threat, so it's good.
Okay, on floor 12, there's a special item called the Blue Collar. If they find it, they can have 2 familiars here, if they want, or a background familiar.
We've seen it on Poulet's side, but since he doesn't even have one pet, then I think he doesn't care about having a second one.
Oh, he still has the egg, he has not hatched yet. And speaking about egg, Dad just picked up a egg as well.
And if I know Dad as much as I think I know him, getting an egg during these floors, I have a little bit of a chance to give you a clown as a pet. And I think that as soon as you find a comfortable spot, he's gonna try to hatch that bad boy.
Yeah, definitely he thinks he's comfortable.
And I think that I was right here.
Yeah, he's in a comfortable position, he's going to hatch it.
Yes. Alright, so...
Poulet's going to have a bad time. He's been followed by a Dream, a Griffin, and a Volcano, but at least he found the elevator in time before taking a hit.
Yeah, you say luckily, but at the end, the next floor is floor 13, and you were going to be introduced to Krakens, so I'm not sure this is a good thing.
Oh, yeah. I hated the Krakens as well. Like, almost every water monster game, you just kind of hate, to some degree.
Yes. The Krakens, so we've talked about the U-boats as being the worst monster in the game. Well, if there's a contender, then it's Krakens. Krakens are worse than U-boats for everything. They hit like a truck, they have a lot of HP, they tank pretty well. So they have pretty much... And he's got a clown! Oh my freaking god!
Yeah, he's going to use it.
Oh yes, he can. You can be sure of it.
Oh, he's going to fuse it.
Oh, he's going to fuse it. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely. Letdown level 20 is going to be really powerful. Oh my god, I cannot believe he's
magic
got the
attack
clown.
increase and unbrainwashable. Nice. That's a good combination.
Yep, absolutely. I've seen him do that in practice, so yeah, I decided that if we got one, he would fuse them. And I think that's the play here.
Yeah.
Because he's got the Scarlet one, so...
But now his flame sword is now called Heat Wave. Is mighty more powerful.
Yes, and the most important part of it, he can still mix Brid, which he was doing earlier with the Flame Sword, which will do more damage, but mix Ladown is gonna be range. So, oh, and here's our Kraken friend. I didn't finish my... Oh, and there's 2 Kraken friends.
At least he found a Steel Shield.
Yep. You want to equip that as quickly as you can. Don't
And
be
it's
cursed.
not
Okay,
cursed,
good.
so that's good. About Krakens, if they if you attack them, you take damage back as well.
Yes, they are electrified Krakens, so if you hit them, you get electrified, and you lose HP equal to, I think it's 10% of the damage you did, so even if you one-shot them with like 100 damage, then you receive 10 back. This is really, really tough to fight against. So at the end of the day, you don't want to see any of those guys. The reason why I think U-boats are still worse is because by the time you get to those Krakens, you generally have enough items or a really good setup, but by the time you get to U-boat, you generally have nothing. And that's the difference that makes U-boat worse. And the always gets the first strike is horrible.
And at least they're still on the same floor. I'd definitely say Dad has more of the advantage here.
Yes,
but
45 range damage. This is horrible.
Yeah, but good with what he has dealt to him.
Yes. Oh yeah, exactly. Poulet is fighting against someone who's got one of definitely his favorite pet, but one of the best pet in the game. Versus he doesn't even have one, and still at the end of the day, they are really close in terms of floor count. Even though like Dadarsus just got a lucky elevator, but oh, he's lost Cuny. Okay, he can retrieve it. Yes, that's the play here. Turn it to AI1 and go back and fetch it. Yeah. Which is the error I see most new player not do. They lose Cuny and they say, okay, there's nothing I can do, but you can go into the menu, turn it to AI1, and from there you can make sure that he doesn't go far away.
I never realized as a kid you can change the AI when he's always away.
Yeah, you just cannot do it with the shortcuts menu, with the R2 and L2, but you can go inside the menu and manually do it, and it works.
If I knew all of this as a kid, I probably wouldn't be in the game by now.
But this is one of the things that makes this game so interesting, is definitely the fact that there's 1,000 hidden mechanics in here.
And I love it, because if you're smart enough and you pay attention enough to what's happening, you can overcome almost any situation. Like how Pilla's been doing as best he can, just by himself. No pets, no familiars.
And I don't know if any of our runners are doing it. I'm pretty sure they both do. But there's a rule in this game, in this tournament setup, where we allow people to look at the restream, so they can see and have a good idea of where their opponents are. Because this game is not seeded, you cannot gain really good information from doing that. And knowing that your opponent is on an higher floor count could make you go quicker, but then it could be a risk. And knowing that your opponent's on a lower level could make you slow down, which is also a good risk. So we weighted the for and against, and at the end of the day, I think that's a good interesting way to play the game.
I agree. And like you said, there's no advantage or disadvantage from them watching the restream on the side. This is not seeded.
Yeah, exactly. They will gain information, but that information might turns out to be their downfall. So it's their choice to decide if they want to do something with the information they get. But yeah, that's for them to decide. All right.
Okay.
So
the enemies that Dad is versus is called pickets. They're I think the fastest enemies in the game. They get 2 turns versus your 1, and they can steal your items, which on the higher floors is bad for them because they might accidentally steal like one of your spell balls, like your flames, pillars, or blaze balls, which is your damaging balls of spells. They're
gonna destroy your inventory as quickly as they can. So the reason why Poulet doesn't want to go into that room is because of a really interesting thing. Manuivas, the enemies on the Dadarsus side, so the yellow blob, well, these guys can turn into items and hide themselves in a sneaky position. Two of the same items next to one another, that is really telling that it might be a Manuiva in there. And he knows there's one because the item stayed there. Okay, and now the apple is paralyzed. And he can move on. There he goes.
Yep, smart play. Smart play.
Yep, smart play here. Get out of this situation. That could have been... They also hit pretty hard, so you don't want to have to fight those guys. Or get it, actually.
Although a lot of people might agree or disagree, but Pickets may be the best familiar to some, and may not be the best familiar to others. And
it's absolutely the worst thing ever in the world, and I think it needs to be said.
as a kid, I loved them, but flames are my favorite.
I can see why. They have 2 turns each time you get one, but they have the worst attack power.
The store, the
lean fruit, yes.
Yeah, and at least he's trying to get some help.
Yep, I think that is gonna get. Let's hope he gets something good because. He's level 12, so a pet on level 12 is pretty powerful. Nothing crazy, but it's still pretty good.
And, bad room.
Oh, that is not a good start for this
Does
room.
he have a holy bell or something like that?
He's got a ice rock, and I know Dadarsus loves his ice rock, so... This ice rock's got 200 HP, it's water-based, and it has a very increased amount of aggro.
Yep.
So, Monster could still hit them, but there's like 95% chance they want to hit that thing before they hit him, so...
And to answer your question, Isam is PS1 is where this game is originally was released. Besides the Game Boy Color version, which I have not played yet.
Yeah, I've heard
I never knew about it. I never knew about the Game Boy Color version. The only thing I knew about is this game, and hardly anyone plays this. Growing up, most people didn't realize this was the game.
Yeah, some people might prefer any of those, and I think the 2 of them can be really good. I haven't played much of the Game Boy version, but I really want to go at it at some point. And I've heard pretty much good thing about it. There's more monsters, but maybe a little bit less strategies around them. I have still yet to check it out. So we have a wee dog on PouletSansTete's side.
That's bad. Nice. I don't know much about wee dogs. Mechanically wise, if they have any advantages or disadvantages.
They hit really hard, they have high HP but low defense. Their ability is called Throw Meat, which Poulet is using right now, and I don't know why he's doing it like that. Anyway, Meat acts like a Pitu Fruit, but gives way less MP. I think it's like 1 or 2. Okay. The point is, Pitu Fruit and Meat, if you throw them in a room, Monster will try to go and fetch it and stop attacking you.
Like a bait snare. Yeah, that's smart play to have at least a couple of those for the bad cases.
Yes. But against water monster like this Manuiva is gonna hit really poorly because elemental triangle here is on his side. But other than that, he
made a good call with the fusion scroll there.
Yes, malicious scroll. You can, if you use it, well, that's really bad. You get confused, but you can have it and throw it away, and it's gonna create that darkness feel, which will confuse the monster it hits. So it's pretty good.
Who's in the lead? It's hard to say. Like Baldwin typing the text, time limit is hard to say. Who's in the lead? But my fair guess is Dad has the advantage so far because he has not lost Kuhn yet.
I still think that it's going to be on the Dadarsus side right now, but it can go both ways so quickly that you cannot count anybody's out. A bad place, and I know about that, a bad place monster then, you can be ahead as much as you think you are, that's going to be the end of the
I saw that race the other day when that monster Dan just screwed you over badly. Even if you're lead, just one bad monster Dan can end your run.
Yes.
And that's the best thing about this RNG, about this game. I just love it.
And you don't even need a monster den. Just getting into the elevator and getting to a bad floor, surrounded by monster, and that's it. This game will give you and take away as much as it can. So yeah, we sometimes joke that the real winner of this game is the tower.
Oh yes, yeah, I definitely agree with that. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Telephone? Yeah. From
Yes.
equipment wise, who said he has better equipment wise? Dad or Paulette currently?
Dadarsus used the spells he's got from CUNY to win fights, so he doesn't need to spend resources, so his inventory is only going to get better and better. Poulet has to use resources to survive, so even though this wee dog is doing pretty well, it cannot fight against this spider thingy that's coming on his side.
Oh, you have the Arachne.
Yeah,
Smart
do we
call
talk
returning
about
to
Arachne?
bag.
Yes, exactly. That was the play here.
Dad got blue collar. Poulet passed it by because he was being chased by 3 different monsters.
Yes, and he didn't have even one pet at that time, so it didn't seem like a good idea to lose time to get that thing. That was the play there. Oh, he's seen the elevator. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. .423. Oh,
Yeah.
Nice range attack on the
Oh,
unicorn.
Not taking any chances to get blinded by giving him a chance to wake up. Oh, this is gonna be he's not gonna fight this Viper dude.
Yeah.
Yep, considering how rough start Poulet had, being only 2 floors under Dadarsus right now, really interesting. It's really good. You can see the guy knows what he needs to do, and he does it perfectly.
If I was in his position, I already lost probably 10 floors ago.
Yes, I agree. This wee dog is doing wonders right now. I mean, he doesn't overplay wee dog, so he doesn't play as if he was safe, but he uses it to win some crazy fight.
Okay, that was good knowledge there, having 6 uses of Ice Rock. So there's 6 decoys he can possibly use.
Yes.
And his binding ball
And
is
here's
out.
one. And here's one. Alright, blocks. Blocks and Arachne, so the spider and the monster on the Dadarsus side right now. These 2 monsters have a very similar passive ability, which is when it levels up, well, the Arachne will gain 1 attack as per pretty much every monster, but its maximum attack will increase by double that, so 2. And there's an item in this game to restore lost attack power, so even though a starting Arachne would only have 7 power, which is pretty okay, it would be 7 out of 14. And if you get that item, which is called an Zanzac herb, or a cure-all herb, or a water crystal, well then it's now 14 out of 14. And each and every time it levels up, it still applies, so that is a super powerful monster to fight against. And in the tower, they don't have a lowered attack, it's as if it was full. So that's why the spider thing is so hard. Same thing applied to the block monster, but with defense. So these things can be hit for some time only 1 damage, and the setups of fire spellcaster that Dadarsus uses right now is probably one of the only way to get through these guys.
Yeah. He picked up one of the good spell balls. Ascertain does area-wide, room-wise damage, mass amount of damage, but you don't want to use that where in a monster den or a room full of monsters, because it will soft lock the game, I believe.
Yes, exactly. So the game can deal with a lot of monster being killed at the same time. It can give you the EXP for it, but when it tries to tally this experience, the game will soft lock. So generally, you don't want to acid drain more than 6 monster, I'd say, to play it safe. If a monster den is filled with like 12 or 20 monster like we saw last time, don't acid drain. You're gonna lose the game.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you might want to try it because you might just die anyway, but, well, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Good to fair chance you lose your run.
And if you're in a bad situation of a monster and you don't see the way out, and you know you're going to die no matter what, and you have the ball, just use it.
Just try it out, yeah.
Just for laughs.
At least for a laugh, yeah. But I don't think I've ever seen the game recover from that. And I know Full Feederitis, which is one of our runner here. She tried it once and left the game to play for the whole night, and 9 hours later it was still trying to tally experience.
Oh wow.
So at that point, there's no reason to try it out.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's your last option, yeah.
I probably will try it out just to see it for myself. Just to laugh at it and all that
Yes,
stuff.
Absolutely. Soft-looking games always fun.
I also heard about a rare bug. We'll talk about that once we get to the appropriate floor.
Alright. Oh, the snipe here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the zoos are a really weird monster, but it is kind of dangerous. Let's talk about it a little bit. This monster, it's really hard, but it's pretty weak defensively, so not too much HP, not too much defense. But its ability is called Roar, and when he uses it, if it uses it on your pet, then its AI is going to drop by 1. Nothing you can't recover, so you can put it back up. But if its AI is 1 and then would drop to 0, which doesn't exist, your pet gets paralyzed. On top of it, if he roars at you, at Ko, well then it's gonna be paralyzed all the time. There's no other option here. And the fact that this is an ability and not a spell makes it worse, because if you have a mirror shield, then it still can paralyze you. So, a really, really dangerous monster, considering how hard it hits.
Yes, his Weedle dog got killed. Yeah, so yeah, he lost his pet again.
And not only that, but he's slowed right now, so same we saw with the Pickets, which act 2 times per turn. Well, now you act once every 2 turns, which will make it look like you only act once every... the enemy acts twice. And in face of a block, that's not a situation you want to be in.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, and this... Oh yeah, this pet is gonna try to destroy this ice rock wall. It'll give him a chance to run away, and that's good.
Oh, there's the elevator.
Yeah, let's just hope he doesn't go up before... Yeah, that's why he skips turn. So it's gonna recover from the slow status.
Yeah, back to the Zoo thing. I never knew about the when it roared at your familiar, the AI drops.
Yep. So sometimes you see your pet stop attacking, but it's because it might have went from 3 to 2, and 2 is just follow up, so it will stop.
This was the perfect example for Acid Rain.
Yep. One shot everything's in the room.
But Acid Rain usually has 1 to 2 charges.
There was a little bad thing happened on the PouletSansTete side. He tried to use the meat there to lure the pet, but I think it only works if it's used in a room or if it's used by the wee dog. I don't think if you put it on your inventory it works anymore. Might be wrong there. It's been a while since I used this item, but yeah.
I have not messed with the meat baiting stuff on here, so I have no prior experience to talk about it, but I was hoping it would work out for him, because he needs some advantages here.
Yes, absolutely. I used the wee dog meat once by duping it with the Maneva infinitely and use it to increase the maximum MP of my pet to 999. That was fun.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's using the fire crystal now to try and get away from this. Might help, actually. So he's gonna take a hit from the zoo, so we can go on the right side and get away from all this. While the...
almost half his HP.
Yeah. At this point, you cannot fight anything anymore. Unless you have... unless you have a Scarlet one in a very good setup, but other than that, it's gonna be rough, yeah.
A fire crystal, it summons out a salamander, and this is an ally to you, but you can't control it. It doesn't act familiar. It's a temporary buff until that creature dies.
Yes, and it doesn't give you EXP though, so he's not in your team. He's just against everything else.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dadarsus got into a pretty tough spot. That cutie almost died, but he counted HP
but
good.
Not sure
and you know that this is a
yeah, that's Manova.
Yeah, probably 2 cents on the same side. I don't believe it.
Oh, at least if what's his name Q dies, he has a restore scroll on him.
So does it take the hit in the face? Okay, there we go.
Oh, it was hiding on the sword.
Yeah, you could see the tip of the sword when he turned camera, so I knew there was something wrong here. Alright. Floor 25 for Poulet without a pet. Man, this is awesome.
He's doing good. To be fair, he's doing awesome.
Absolutely. There's still 15 minutes to go, so 1 minute to floor they could get to 40, around about. Oh, we need to talk a little bit about Beldo too. Very closely, very soon. Dadarsus is gonna get on floor 31. And on floor 31, you get a cutscene, a small cutscene with Beldo, which is someone in the game. Let's leave it at that for now. Oh, we're gonna see it just now.
Yeah.
The important thing here is that the monsters aren't loaded in as per usual. So right now, there could be monster in this room, and you don't see them because they're gonna be loaded after this cutscene's end. But if you hold a direction and the running button, oh yeah, there's 2 monsters here. If you would have held those buttons, you would have had the possibility to run away and run super fast, and gives that monster a first hit. And getting first hit by a killer, yeah, you're in trouble.
And the rare bug I was talking about earlier, I was waiting to bring up Beldo. There's a rare bug where he does not load, and none of the monsters will load, and that
Yes.
the whole world will stay in that state for a bit.
Yes.
Did I know about it until earlier, and I think it was actually Baldwin's video on YouTube about it.
Yes. Okay, luckily Dadarsus got away from stepped on a paralysis trap. So he couldn't do anything but look at himself die if a monster would have entered the room.
Oh man, bad time.
Oh yeah, I just saw the other side. Oh, he can take 1 hit here. That's all right. He's gonna get confused though. Okay, he didn't. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, that's
Not even
good.
got it. Oh
Okay,
man.
so he might live.
He might. Did he know where? Does he know where the exit is?
No, he still
If
has
he knew, he
not.
would have taken it. Yeah. The good thing about a monster train like this one is that if you know that every monster on the floor is running after you, then they are not somewhere else trying to pincer you.
Yeah, that's good knowledge.
Oh man,
That really
where's the
has
elevator
for
on
him.
this floor? Oh, and Snowman, it's really hard.
It's probably up north, to be fair.
Well,
Hopefully it's right there. Hopefully it's
We'll
right here.
hope. Yeah, we'll hope it's not.
Nope, it's
oh,
north
damn.
of the map.
Damn, that's gonna be tough. Oh, he's gonna go with this.
Unless there's a room on this side of the map. And...
Yeah, he's trying that, and that's what
Oh,
I would
there's Snowman.
And you cannot pick up Snowman, so I don't know what he can do.
He does have a medical herbs, but if he eats it too...
No,
yeah,
that's not the play here.
Yeah, that's not the play.
That's pretty much game 1.
Yes,
oh,
Ice
no,
Rock.
no. But Ice Rock gets one-shotted by Snowman's.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah,
Snowman has a special ability that makes it so...
Big bomb.
No, that's not the play, no.
No.
Alright, but there was nothing else he could...
He had a good run.
And
426, mostly without Q, is still a good run. He did a really awesome job.
Absolutely. Damn, that was a good race one.
Yeah. Want me to try to make it to 40? Says Dad.
We'll leave it to chat here. If chat is okay with that, we can try to see if he can get to floor 40. 40 or bust.
Yeah, 40 or bust, yeah, do it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, of course. If Poulet is okay with it.
Yeah. I think everyone's agreeing it. Yeah, make it to rocket to the top, Dad. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
Poulet's fine with that. Okay. Let's see how see if Dad makes it to 440 before we start game 2.
Yes. So his strategy now is not. Oh, this is not good. I was gonna say is not to fight anything anymore. Even though he has one of the best setup he could have hoped for, enemies starting from now are gonna be a pain in the butt, and I mean really problematic.
Now he has a Tuma fruit and 2 Olay fruits. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a lot of resources, but each and every time he spends one, well, that's one less. Like this Cerulean fruit is out of his inventory now. So he will try to use item to get out of situation, but mostly he's going to use monster manipulation. And if there's one person in this tournament that knows how monster manipulation works, it's Dadarsus. So he will make sure that enemies can see you in certain situations, but not in other. When they are in a room, their AI change drastically. So, oh yeah, sure, star glasses. Yes, that's good.
And I know Dad. He likes to once he tries to not enter a room, but enter close enough to situate the camera around so he can see me within the room to have advantage. It's a good mechanic, good strategy for him to use. I was not sure if he'll let use that strategy throughout the match because I was not really focused on that mechanic-wise.
Turning his camera when he's in a room?
Yeah, right before entering to see more information in the room.
Yes, I don't think you do. Not as far as I know.
I didn't think of that strategy until Dad was explaining it earlier today, and actually it was a good mechanic, and I started using it more as my casual playthrough.
Yeah, sometimes you can see if it's worth to enter a room before delving into it. Like right now, he doesn't want to get in there. Oh, he does. Okay. Oh, nope, nope. What the?
Come on.
What a
No,
lucky
Cunie's gonna
break.
die.
No, Cunie's died.
But he does have a restore scroll, so once he gets a safe spot, he might revive him.
Yes.
Oh,
that
great
is
attack.
bad. And also, he has a water shield. That might be one shot.
Oh, is Golem's win? I'm not sure. Oh,
Yes, they are.
yeah.
Pillar Ball is gonna one-shot it, though. That's alright.
Okay.
Well, you say it won't be in vain, Dick Rebutal, but we don't know yet. Alright, alright. Oh, 40. Hey, this rock is gonna be
One more
dead
hit.
now. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I was wrong.
Okay, there we go, yeah.
Oh, there's the elevator.
Alright, there he goes.
So he can possibly revive Key right now, and
I think that's what you want to do, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Alright, yeah, 4 floors to go because the 40th floor is a cutscene floor, so there's no battle there. There's actually a boss fight, but the boss fight is scripted, so you don't have to win it. Oh, that's a sleeping maximum.
Oh.
That's an awake maximum now. Blinder is the play here.
Yeah.
Might want to make sure that Cunes don't move forward. I would have made sure that he stays.
Or pick up Q&A and walk to the elevator.
Okay,
There
that's
we
good.
go.
That's good. And yep, 2 floors to go. 37. Well, 3 floors to go. Yeah. A sleeping maximum in the
Another sleeping
elevator.
maximum next to the. Well,
Oh,
one
it doesn't even want to check if it wakes up. So I get it. I get why.
Yeah, I understand. Be safe. You're so close.
Play it as safe as you can. He's got resources, so you don't want to. It's all right. There we go.
All right.
2 to go.
Bye.
This is hype.
Okay, he might be next to a water crystal. If he
Okay,
wants to
star
grab that.
glasses will show you where everything is except enemies. So.
Okay.
Alright.
One enemy is sleeping, bet max falling, but he will hit the elevator before the max.
Yes,
so that's good.
Only 1 floor to go.
One more floor.
Yes. And he's got a good time too. 52-13.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay, chancing to hit the. Okay, it was sleeping. Oh, that's alright.
And he has 2 egg bombs from Runesheet, and an Olet to throw at something, and a Human for something.
Yes.
So he is more or less.
That's a rat, but that's alright. He's got a water.
Yeah.
This water shield's coming
Oh.
big.
Or make him your ally. I didn't see
Yes.
the Holy Scroll.
Yes, and that's you want to use it for, later on. There's no other floor, so
Yeah.
pretty brilliant play here, Crystal. All right. Oh man, this is nerve-wracking. If an enemy gets in one of those small corridors,
Oh,
and there he goes. There he goes, man!
good job, Dad.
Wow, 52-59. This is so good. Oh,
Great.
coming from the indie person king himself.
And his bookless run was really good as well. I saw that the other day.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll let him get the ultimate egg, which is the reason you go in this in the tower, and we'll cut the game after that. Wow, I can't believe he's done it. First one in the tournament, floor 40.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome,
The
Dad.
IS that was 30 something, I guess. Wow. Oh yeah, but also absolutely good job, Poulet.
Yeah, but like
He's had a really good start, and you've got a tough one, and you were on his tail all the time. That was so good.
Yeah. But like you were doing best you can, and it was awesome. Surviving for that long without having Q in that situation was almost perfect. You did the best you could. What cards got dealt to you.
Yes, but how do you feel if you're Poulet right now? This is race 1, and the Dadarsus makes it to floor 40. That's gonna be tough, right?
Yeah, definitely tough. I would hope that I was hope Dad probably next game will get a lot of bad floors like I had during the last game. So I can probably post the game to game 3, make it even more interesting, be a neck race.
Yes, absolutely. It was really close considering they had really setups, I think Poulet can catch up really quickly.
I hope
Alright.
he catch up real quick. It'd be make the race just perfect.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Abracadabra is the magic word.
It is absolutely. It is kind of weird, this cutscenes, but this moment, I actually think it's pretty cool. The first time you hit with the sword is pretty normal, but the second time, the special, what was it called? The soul shooters slash whatever. This is pretty badass.
Agreed.
So let's leave it at that. So you cannot win this fight, so you need to get it to death. So to make it as quick as possible, yeah,
Dad doing victory spins.
absolutely.
Let's see. I know
You can deal 10 million damage to the guy, and it will never kill it. So when you get to 1 HP, this procs, and then the cutscene goes on.
Speedrun is? Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was Erica, Jimmy, Annie, people speedrun this game. I didn't realize that this until over this weekend when I found them, these guys, and I'm super excited and happy about this that people speedrun this game because I absolutely loved this game as a kid growing up, still do.
Yes.
And I'm by myself replaying it after watching a speedrun of. I know Sunday night it was you versus Pansama. I forgot the other racers in the match before then. But yeah, after seeing those matches, I got me in the itch to play this game again, and I'm just loving it.
Yes. If you guys want to, here's our Discord and chat, and you can join in. And even if you don't want to speedrun the game, if you just want to know when there's going to be people that speedruns it, you can join and have. We're going to stream announce everything we do. We're going to do more tournaments and more stuff. And if you just want to talk about the game, that is cool too.
Yeah. And for me, I'm a casual player. I'm going to try to learn some speedrun tech so I can just play a little bit better and just have good conversations with fellow people who actually love this game, like how much I do.
Yes, I totally agree. Runner asked for a 2-minute break just to probably. Bathroom break and stuff like that, so I'll let them reset their stream. Yep. But we're gonna have a second match right away after that. This is a best of 3, so these two runners needs to go at it at least once again. And that was game 1, so there's actually 1 point on the Dadarsus side, and that's it. So there's another run right away, and let's hope for Poulet to have a better race. I want to see game 3 here, and I know he can do it.
I definitely want to see Game 3. This is my first time commenting for this game and commenting overall, and I'm just really hyped overall. I want to prolong this as much as I can.
Oh, and I agree, Poulet. Now he has used all his luck for the whole tournament, and now his descent starts.
Yeah. I watched him dashing earlier, and he already made it to floor 40 twice on off-stream practice runs, and on-stream practice run he made it again. So. Yes. He's been using a lot of his luck today.
Yes, I agree. But this is not necessarily for people joining in for the first time. This is really cool that we see that right now. But most runs won't get to 40. Let's be honest here. This should be an exception. Sorry, what did you say?
No, sorry. I was going to answer the question on Discord.
Oh, right, sure.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, we've seen actually one person that was doing 3D hearts actually of the monsters, like redoing them. I think they made Kraken and Flames. That was pretty good. But yeah, this game is so much fun. Like casually, this is one of the rare. Games that. I don't know, I can play 1,000 times and it's always as much fun, but even though I'm speedrunning it right now, I still love the casual playthrough. And this is weird because all the speedrunners I talk with, they always say, oh, I could not play this game casually anymore. And it makes a lot of sense. Like, Link to the Past wants you now to go fast. Why would you go slow? This is so different. But this game casually, it's so different than the speedrun setting. It's still really good.
And even if you try to speedrun 100% or bookless percent, and it's still just going to casual and back and forth between that speed running. It's still fun because it's the whole game is RNG about it.
Yes, exactly. The tower is never the same, so it never grow hold anyway in my head.
Same here.
Every run is just a new thing. You get yourself into whatever the towers decide to give you, and you deal with the good items you get and the bad traps you get into.
You're only allowed to bring in five enemies into the tower for every fresh run. After the first run, you go in there.
Yes.
So, but it can be interesting because there's a category called New Game Plus, where you just bring in 5 items. If I remember correctly, the rules are, if you have to hatch the eggs on the VOD before you enter the tower to...
Yeah, you can do it before starting your timer, but you need to do it on the VOD so we see that the monster is fresh, to make sure that there's no weird shenanigans with fusions and stuff like that being done in the background. But also, you can bring any weapon or shield you want, but they have to be untempered. You can bring any balls you want, but they need to be 7 charges. Or if it's an acid rain ball, it's 1 charge only. And you bring the 5 items you feel like, and you go into the tower.
Baldwin's, I believe it was Baldwin's video last night, where he got the newest world record in that percent.
Yeah, we're going to be ready into the next race, and let's go.
Yes, race 2.
Race 2, guys. So sorry, you were talking about, Baldwin.
Yeah, Baldwin's, his video last night of new record, world record of 80%, not 80%, New Game Plus.
New Game Plus, yes.
With the Guru Chat, which I never thought of, and
yes,
it was amazing. And
I think we can talk about that right now because it is relevant. So the Garuda is a very weird monster. It's a wind monster. It's not extremely powerful. It's got a good attack power. This is not the pet you generally want to see in the tower. It's okay, but it's not really good. But it has an ability that we all consider to be not really good. It's called Abduct. And Abduct, what it does it do? The thing you do with the enemy you target with it is going to be teleported away with your pet. So he picks up the monster and run away with it. Generally not a good thing. You want to be with your pet, but you can use Abduct on yourself, and both you and your pet are going to be teleported away. And it gives you, and it doesn't cost a lot of mana too, so it's probably like half a mana point to do it. And you can get into exploring the rooms without risking almost anything. There's still risk involved, but not that much. And each and every time you're in trouble, you just abduct away. This has crushed the time for New Game Plus. Baldwin was really clever to use that. But since then, we've tried it once or twice with other runners. And we decided that for the tournament, this strategy is going to be banned. So if you find a Garuda, you can use it as much as you like, but you cannot use the abductability. This, even though there's still risk involved, this is outside of what we would consider to be the spirit of the game, which is trying to deal with all the danger this towers brings in your face, and you just run away from everything.
It's basically, if you use the dock strat, is basically you put yourself on easy mode and makes the game a little bit more boring and not much challenging and not much in the spirit of the competition wise. That's why we're adding that rule into it.
Yes, in any percent or in New Game Plus, it's still going to be allowed. There's probably going to be a New Game Plus without Abduct category that's going to be made so that people can still, like, the goal of that category was pretty much to check how people would use different strategies, and if one is definitely the king here, then it might just kill the concept of creativity this category had. So there are going to be both different categories, I think. That's going to be the thing here. But for the tournament, we want to show up a good show, and Garuda strategy might not be the best show here.
Yeah.
Alright, we're outside of Ko's house, and we're going into the tower for the second time. Good luck to both runners, and I hope you guys get a good setup. But of course, I will want to see a third game, so I might be a little bit on the plus side this time.
I can agree with you there. I'm kind of hoping for Poulet to win this game, so we can have a third game, make it more interesting for competition's sake.
Yes. All right.
So So A and butts are the names for Q. Well, hopefully A don't die as soon as possible, and he survived like forever.
Absolutely. Okay. Tutorial floor again. We're gonna get our 5 items, which are gonna be again copper sword, wooden shield for attack and defense, the medicinal herb, which is gonna heal you once, the fireball, which is gonna have 5 charge, where you can throw fires at your enemy and it deals a lot of damage. And we're gonna have a Palumpa egg, which is not a good monster, but eggs can be used to recover MP to your pet, or can be used as a grenade to deal damage. So these 5 items are always what you're gonna start with, and this is gonna be good, I think.
Okay. And I hope. Oh, I just hope it's a good outcome, or I just hope there'd be a second good race, essentially.
Yes, because it was our first tournament, Talfon, we didn't seed the game, so the 4 buys people got into the tournament were absolutely randomized. If we do another one of those, then we might want to pick like best 4 players to be seeded, like the 4 best player from the last tournament. But right now, I think it would have been kind of weird to seed people, even though we knew or we thought there was people that were really strong. Seeding them would have been weird since they haven't won anything before that.
And this community, I believe, what you told me the other day, this community is still growing. Is only roughly 2 months, something like that, old. Wise?
Yeah, not even 2 months. It's going to be 2 months at the 1st of April.
Oh, nice. And so yeah, you're still a small community that is growing daily.
Yes.
More is welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. This community has grown so quickly. The first time I made the Discord, the goal was to... Well, I knew Dadarsus from speedrunning this game a little bit, but I didn't know anybody else who played it. And I made a Discord pretty much from me and him. There was a goal. We just could post things and show videos, and that was pretty much it. Then we discovered Shawnee7188, which is another member, and Don Forgo. And going from there, we started to run the game a little bit, and it grew crazingly fast for a game that is so not well known. I'd say we're around we are 99 members right now, so one more and we're gonna hit 100, which is
we are
96 more than I thought we'd get.
Wow, I didn't even believe we have that much members. Wow.
Yeah, we're at 99 right now. That is crazy for us. Sorry.
Who wants to join and be our 100 member? That's what I was about to say.
Oh man, this is yeah, like this, and that's the dream. This is crazy. But yes, as a speedrunning game, this is the most beloved to my heart, and I know it is for a lot of other people too. But for some different speedrunners, I think this game is really interesting because of its the fact that it's so randomized. This game is always fresh, it's always new to play, and I don't know. There's something that never grows old to me for this game. Yeah.
I definitely agree.
Yes.
And
people in chat are talking about Barong, so I think we might want to talk a little bit about it. I really like this monster. On floor 16, 26, and 36, so all floors ending with 6 except just the 6th one. There's a monster that can appear, which is pretty... Oh, and we lost CUNY on the Dadarsus side.
Oh,
yeah. Considering how this guy is binging on mixed magic, this is a rough start.
Definitely a rough start for him. And it would probably as what I asked for. It was a rough start for that side to see.
You got it.
Yeah. And I'm going to post the link again for our Discord for those who wish to join and see if we get our 100 member. And back to what you're saying with the
Barong, yeah.
Yeah, Barong. I personally have not come across it in my playthroughs. I'm a scrub. I'm a scrub casual. I don't survive that long. You hear? I'm slowly getting better.
Good.
But from what I know is Barong, when you feed it items, it can really generate an additional item.
Yes. So how it works is you have an item in your hands and you throw it at the Barong, and instead of being destroyed and dealing damage to the enemy, what it would do for anybody else. And we have our 100th member.
Yeah, finally,
welcome,
yeah.
Millsap.
Yeah, Millsap, welcome. I have to remember.
Yes, so I'm gonna finish this story because it's gonna be dragging way too long. But hey, you throw an item at it, it's gonna eat it, and then it's gonna spit it again. And it's gonna be something new. And what makes it really, really good is that you can recycle items, of course. But in this game, items have rarities. So let's say a trained one is so rare that you might be playing for like a year and never see one on the floor. But
I still have not seen one. I've been playing for a long time. Although you can also maybe possibly get a holy sword from him, correctly?
Yep, darkness sword also, and the very coveted roche fruit. But these items, when you throw an item at a barong, rarity doesn't count. You will get something else, and it can be of equal percentage to get everything in the game. So if you're looking for a very rare item, that's the way to go. Yeah, you want to check to see if you can deal with that barong as much as you can, but it takes a little bit of time. So even in speedrun settings, sometimes people just skips it. But when you find one, I think it's a good play to try at least remove items you don't like.
Great, and you potentially you can get something really good, and what Zero Warg say best item goes sword -1 only if it is cursed. It would make it even more better.
Yes, I think that's what he meant by the -1. But if you do decurse it and it stays -1 but not cursed, you don't get more money from it. So it's gonna drop down to I think it's gonna be 900 in that point. But yeah, if it's cursed, it's 4,500. So that's a lot of money. There is a shop in this game where you can buy stuff. It's not really relevant as it is only cosmetic for your house, but you can also build your city in casual playthrough of this game. And that's where you want to use most of your money. In this tournament, money is absolutely 100% useless. But in the casual playthrough, you will want to pick up as much as you want if you want to build this crazy casino and the beautiful theater and upgrade your house so that you're not the poorest family in town for long. And have a bigger monster hut so you can bring more monsters, like have more monsters at home instead of having to sell those eggs.
And there's also other mechanics, things to the game. There's it's also a dating simulator to some degree. Diamond shield, nice.
Yes. Yeah, got a diamond shield and you got a decurse scroll in the same room, so absolutely no stress in testing it out. But it was not cursed, so that's a good thing. And now he can start to try and risk swords, because he's not gonna fight with this copper sword for long, I think.
And probably he's hoping to find a restore scroll as soon as possible, or a egg to hatch, as not the
Yeah, but at least the diamond shield is doing wonders.
Yes.
So that's good.
And he's probably also hoping for some blue sand to make that shield even better.
Yes.
If he can't find a restore scroll.
And yes, in this game, when you build the city, you can also build a harem. So you can there's, I think it's 7 girls in town that might be interested in you. And by getting stronger and having people know you and having to chat with all of the girls, you can have a little bit of a dating sim inside of the game, and they can become all your wives or friend or whatever. I don't know what's the actual title for it, but they come at your home and wake you up, and they are just happy to be your friends, I guess.
Yeah, and beyond that, it's just your girlfriends, and I believe that's what the game uses. And yeah.
What Talfan says is really interesting, and I think that you'd see the same from me. HP in this game is as much as a resource as is everything else in your inventory, and I tend to play by using my HP as a buffer as much as I can. You regenerate 1 HP every 14 rounds, so that's the resources that can come back. But it is extremely dangerous to do so too, because if you hit a trap or end up in a pincer situation or stuff like that, and you start at already low HP, then you might not be able to use those pretty good items before you get killed. So I do the same. This is a risky strat, but it might pay off. It might makes you bring that Ulim fruit one floor higher, and maybe it'll save your ass then.
Yeah, definitely agree.
And yeah, even if Dadarsus tries to do the same, he can, because he's got a diamond shield. Best shield defensively in the game, and enemies don't hit it for much now. It won't be that for too long, but it's still gonna be golden. It's gonna be powerful.
I believe Poulet has a steel shield currently with his copper sword.
Yep, that's what it is. Yeah. A steel shield. I don't know if the status of the steel shield, if there's a plus or a minus on it, but
we'll find out once he opens the menu.
So steel shield is pretty good too. The only difference with diamond is that it's 1 defense less, so it's 6 instead of 7. But the big difference is there's a rust mechanic in this game. You can step on a trap which is called a rust trap, and when that happens, your weapon and shield will become -1, or if there was +2, it's gonna become +1. And this is a permanent status. Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say, every time you step on rust trap, it just keep on going down and down and down. Yes. It happened to me the other day with my holy sword. I got my holy sword somehow to -2. I was really frustrated with myself, angry at myself for falling for that trap twice.
There's an item in the game which is called red sand and blue sand. Red sand will increase your weapon by +1, and your blue sand is going to increase your shield by +1. There's also white sand you can see on screen for PouletSansTete, which will increase the charges on the ball for +1.
There's also a mechanic that I did not know about the balls. If the balls are at 10, and you can give them to your familiars, they will learn that spell permanently.
Absolutely. But like there's been said in the chat right now, some weapon and shields will not be able to corrode, so they won't be able to rust. And generally, these are considered the best weapon and shield in casual playthrough, because during those trips in the tower, every red sand and blue sand you find will increase their power maximum for permanently, but the rust trap won't get it to drop down, so it will never level or even out. It will just go up, and never stop.
You
so
can try that with the gold sword, Zero Dog. Level +99 golden sword. I would like to see that if you're here.
Absolutely. But yeah, I like to say, Alexis, you can use the balls to teach a spell to your pet. It works with every spell ball except one, which I'm sure you can guess which one you can teach to a pet. And this is Acid Rain, so you cannot teach on one of your pet Acid Rain, even if you have 10 charges on it. Then I know there's another mechanic with it, but I've never tried it out. I think it is if you get the ball to 20, then you will teach that spell to from level 2. So instead of coming in at level 1, it's going to come in at level 2. So yeah, there's ways to play around with those, but generally it's easier to teach spells.
What is the cap of the balls then?
Probably 99, which will teach you level 9 of the spell.
Okay. So you can potentially, if you do that, you can potentially with a level 1 creature make it even give them a very powerful spell right off the bat.
Yes, absolutely, and it would be 18 if it was on a clown, so 9 times 2. But I think that your spell doesn't level up, even if it's the right element, if you're a lower level than it is.
Okay.
Except with the clown passive, so yeah. So we've seen an egg. I think we've seen an egg on the Dadarsus side. I'd be wrong, but I think
two, at least.
Yes. And at that floor, it could be a clown if he's lucky. Yeah.
If he's lucky again. We're gonna find out.
You can make a gold sword +99, absolutely. But make it a run, you mean? Oh yeah. It would be kind of long.
It definitely be longer than a day.
I guess it would boil down to having a Maneuver, a Picket, and a red sand, and then you would dupe that red sand infinitely up until you get it to 99. I don't think it would be a very fun run to watch. Maybe once, just for fun.
Yeah, for fun, to see it, it would be fun, but doing it constantly as a run, as a character, I probably get really tedious.
Oh, I get your point, Talfun. We've thought about that when categories for this game, and I think it would be so easy at that point that I'm not sure how fun it would be if you can one-shot everything. How much skills? Oh, and the Dadarsus is in trouble. Yeah, so he's gonna have to U-bolt dance a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's got it. That's good. All right. Oh, and it might be for
nice
nothing.
Dodge.
Nice dodge.
So 2 U-boats and 2 clowns.
So he's gonna take the hit and fire the clown. I think that's the play here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be tough.
He's probably gonna take 2 hits.
Oh, yep, 2 hits. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Okay. And another one. Oh man.
And Bloom is coming his way as well.
Yes. I don't think he can get away with it. I don't think he can.
No.
Oh yeah, he can, if he goes away.
Egg bombs maybe, and a holy scroll and something.
Yeah, he's got resources. That's what I would have do, and then you dance with the U-boat on the bottom. That's the play here.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay, he checks where the other one is, but he's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the camera angle. I know he uses this a lot.
Oh, he won a fight. Oh.
Oh.
The diamond shield will let him do that. Oh, this
Yeah.
is interesting.
Just barely. And the
Just
clown's right
barely.
behind him too.
Oh, I think this prayer is gonna be enough. Yes. Oh, closely too. Damn.
Okay, good. He's healing.
He made me sweat a little. That was crazy.
Yeah, I was on the edge just to see if he was going to survive or not. Cause he's doing good without Q again.
Yep, he's doing pretty well.
So
but
basically,
it costed him a lot of resources, though. You cannot deal with these type of situation often.
yeah. Well, basically, Dad and Poulet just switched places during the game, essentially.
Yes, exactly. So Poulet is in a very safe situation. Just need to play the game, play the resources he has, and try to spend as little as possible. So his inventory always gets better and better, up to the point where enemies are so hard he won't be able to fight them anymore. But it's the opposite on the Dadarsus side, where he needs to use resources to just advance the game. And let's see how these two guys can get out of this this tower.
Yeah. Oh, he found a go-up trap, which is kind of lucky for him.
I don't think it is, though, because floor 10 is not one of the toughest floor, and you might want to use that occasion to explore a little bit and refresh your inventory. Getting closer to that floor 13, when you'll see these krakens, yeah, you want to delay that as much as possible.
Yeah,
oh, but he gets an egg again. Ooh, that's interesting.
He's really lucky with these eggs.
Yes, but it depends on what's inside. And he... Oh, what do you do now? Oh, and he pick up the monster. This guy's got ball of steels. Again, wow!
He's using the mechanics to his best of his capabilities.
Absolutely. So some monster can be picked up. Mechanically, though, this is extremely risky. There's 2 things that can happen. The monster can be too heavy, but you can learn those by heart, so that's not so bad. Again, wow! Alright. Second thing, though, with picking up a monster is that even when you can, there's a 50% chance that it misses. And when it misses, you lose your turn. Like that. You lose your turn, and the enemy gets an attack on you.
Oh, it happened twice in a row.
Yeah, but he got it 3 times in a row. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, there you go.
Alright. So this is like a last resort type of, last situation type of things you want to try. When you get lucky with it, this is incredibly impressive, but when you're not, it hurts like crazy. Also, it might not be known by everybody, but picking up a monster like that works 100% of the time if the monster is asleep or paralyzed. So you'll sometimes see an experienced runner paralyze or sleep the monster with a ball before, and then pick them up. It won't miss that at that point.
Alright, let's see which egg. The cinnabar egg is egg Griffin.
Oh, Griffin's not bad at all. This is pretty much Steroid CUNY, so he's got the same role as CUNY does. And he's got
is
this
true.
Similar spell. You can use Mixed Magic, so he could be back into the game.
And
if he gets a chance to hatch it.
Yeah, if he gets a chance to hatch it is the big thing. And for U0, yes, if you find a Restore Scroll, he can bring back Q.
But at that point, I don't think I would bring back Q. I think that I would still use the Griffin. It's just a little bit better.
He's going to try to hatch the other egg first.
Oh man, this guy is not stressed by anything. Okay, and talking about stress, here comes the Griffin on the top. Yeah, he doesn't want to nest with that. So Griffin monsters got a spell, and the spell is the best attacking. Oh, actually, the second best attacking spell in the game, which is called Rise. And they can use it, and this is dangerous because it's his range. So, oh man.
He found his blue collar, so if the egg is something good, he probably can hatch it and infuse it with the Griffin to make something good out of it.
Oh man, this is bad.
Oh yeah.
A Rise right now might be a kill. Okay, yeah, he doesn't take a chance. So that's the spell that Griffin can
left side. He's surrounded by
by everything.
Monsters. Yeah.
Was that a monster den though?
No.
That seems like a lot of monster for a room.
Was it Monster Dan?
I don't know.
I didn't see the trap, like the text for it though.
They
And I don't
both
have my
are in
audio.
trouble.
I don't have my audio on detail.
Yeah, me neither. Alright. Oh, Mazar Seed, that's good. Yeah, they cannot catch a break, either of them. Oh, but he's playing it really well. The Dreamin' monster, so the kind of chicken thingy in the room, the thing, there's two of them. This monster is really, really weak. It's for almost always 1 damage, or maybe 2 or 3. It has a lot of HP, but not a very good defense to go with it. But this monster can lose its turn to try and put you to sleep. And if that happens when there's another monster in the room, you're in big trouble.
Definitely.
So the only reason this monster exists is pretty much to try and put you asleep when you... Oh, this is going to be bad. So what can Poulet do to get out of here?
He can either heal or use his pillar to try to finish it off.
So he decides to heal. 37 is a good amount, so he's gonna click 12. That's good. Like right now, you don't want to get asleep. You're dead if that happened. Okay, if that happens to Cuny, it's less bad, but it's still a problem. He's gonna get out of it. What did we get for a pet?
I did not. I missed that because I was focused on Poulet's side. I was hoping he was surviving.
Yeah.
We'll find out. We'll find out in a minute here.
We'll find out soon enough. Yes.
Oh, it's a bloom.
Oh, it's a bloom. Oh, a bloom is a really good pet. If I get a bloom, I'm definitely using that. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who uses the bloom spell, though. So
yeah, the D-wall or deal-wall,
Yep.
when you make it win.
I make it win.
Yeah, you were talking about it the other day, and I'm going to try that once I find a bloom on my playthrough. Because what you told me, it makes it. It was just a great survivability overall.
Yeah, absolutely. So the D-wall spell is really bad. It makes you, it makes your pet, or you're casted on yourself or your pet, and it makes it so that character reflects spells back to the attacker. But you can mix magic it, and when you mix magic it, it makes a range attack and a melee attack both at the same time. That's kind of weird. If the enemy's in melee, it hits it twice. But it becomes really interesting when you turn it into a wind monster. The spell becomes Deal Wall, and it makes it so that when you hit an enemy, it is for very little damage, but it's 100% chance to paralyze. Works on everything except enemies that are immune to it, which is Zeus.
And the only healing monster I know of is the Newall, I believe.
And Maniva.
Oh, Maniva can heal too?
Oh, and Palumpa too, yeah.
Oh.
Palumpa's got a hidden the heal spell. Nuyel has it natively, and Maniva's got a dormant the Fort spell. And the Fort costs a lot of MP, but it says a full heal spell.
Okay. I didn't know about the others having those heal mechanics to them.
Yes. That's pretty good.
Learning something new every day.
Yeah, healer interesting, but it costs so many mana to do that I'm not saying it's not worth it, but
the best healer, if I want to know, is the Newall, which is the other creature on the screen right here. Because whenever you feed it any herb, it restores 50 MP, no matter what.
Yes.
Typically, when you feed herbs to the other familiars, it gives them typically 3.
Yeah. But on a Nuyel, it gives 50, so it makes it a really good healer on that. It's also true for 2 other monsters, dragons. If you feed them anything metal, they're gonna restore 50 MP, which might include a sword or a shield. But it also works on copper coins you find on the ground. So regenerating MP on a dragon, really easy, not a problem. And the other one that can regenerate MP with weird stuff is the Pickets, which can regenerate 50 MP whenever they eat whatever.
Yeah, they're garbage disposal. That's what they are.
Yep, that's what they are. Alright, so this race is still going very interestingly. I mean, these guys being thrown into very bad situation, each of them, and they're still going strong.
Yeah. Dad lost his Q really early, but he's pulled ahead with his strategies, making do what he has, and Poulet's taking his time, make sure he's surviving and making the right plays when he needs to.
Yeah, they don't want to die. And that is good. Okay. Trolls. So on PouletSansTete's side, we have a troll, and that monster that he just killed, or the one that just entered the room, is a very weird monster. So it's got pretty low stats. Overall, all their stats are pretty bad. But the programmers of this game made them so much higher level than everything else, that their stats is pretty okay. If you got to get a troll, you'd feel like, oh, it seems pretty good. I always get my ass kicked by those. No, they're not. They're probably 4 level higher than the floor they're on. But they have a weird mechanic to them. You can find a weapon that they can equip. There's only... Oh, that is a lucky warp trap here. There's only 3 weapons in the game that trolls can equip. It's called a troll hammer, which they come with, so you don't need to find one. It increased their power by so little that it's not really relevant, just happens to exist. There's troll bowgun, which makes them range, so they can shoot crossbow bolts around the rooms, which is not too bad. And the last one, but not the least, is the troll sword. When you have one, it's not really great, but what it does is that the troll starts to ignore the defense coming from shields. So you can see when you fight against them how pretty bad it can become, and very quickly. You can have the best plus 99 diamond shield you want. They're still gonna deal only through your natural defense, which for Ko is really low.
Yeah. Oh, it's the weakest monster in the tower, put it lightly.
Palumpa is worse, I think, but yeah. Troll and Palumpas are really weak.
I think my sister, that's what's her favorite creature.
The troll? Oh yeah, they're so cute. I can't see why.
Not the troll, the Palumpa.
Oh, okay, I guess. They're kind of weird to me, but that works.
I believe they were cute to her back in the day. Not sure.
Maybe they are. What is he gonna try to do here? Oh, he's gonna go for the brainwash.
Yeah.
Oh, it costs so much mana, though.
He's been trying to brainwash some mules.
Yeah.
It worked on the last one he met.
Okay.
And the guru killed it.
Yeah.
And he did the thing about fusing them to get there for a bit.
Maybe he wants to fuse it, and he decided that he would spend his MP before. That might be the play, but the reason why you might not want to do that, and here's our trolls. Oh, damn. The reason why you might want to do that is that the result of a fusion is his MP is going to be the average of both. Oh, it needs not to miss here, but it didn't miss, so that's alright. 9 HP, man. I'm at the tip of my chair. These two guys are going back and forth with their HP so much. This is stressful.
And now let's pull ahead by 1 floor.
Yep, absolutely. He got to 15.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. Even though now the Dadarsus is in a really good spot, he pulled ahead, having very bad odds against him. This guy is really good. Okay, going to the next floor without having expended the poison on his blue.
Oh, right next to a griffin, though.
Not a griffin, a
guru. Yeah, I forgot for a second there the griffin was his.
Yes.
Normally, when I see a griffin as an enemy, I panic.
Yeah, I get that.
It would be wild if Liffy got to 40.
Oh yes. Oh yes, it'd be. And I know he can do it.
It'd be like them in trading positions, because since Dad got to 40 last round, why not get 40 this round for Palumpa? Well, that makes sense.
He's got blinded by the trap, so this is a lucky trap on the Dadarsus side. New Yell, which is one of the worst enemy you can fight against right now.
Oh, but he got paralyzed.
Oh, bye-bye, New Yell.
Oh well, found a water ball. A water ball's not that well.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
I did increase defense against Fire Monster by quite a bit. But it's so situational and it takes an inventory space. Not saying it's absolutely useless, but it's pretty not really useful.
Yeah, I usually just pick it up for money wise.
Yeah,
for my casual playthrough.
Are good for money, yeah. Oh, okay, he got away from this one. That's good. Oh, Poulet is in a lower position. Okay, he goes for Pillar Ball. Didn't want to fight this guy, and I understand why. He just want to get to this higher floor. Oh, and the Dadarsus is in front again.
Agreed.
Oh, damn. This
I
is
think-
so back and forth.
Oh yeah. He ran into a Kraken and a Guru about to come this way.
Oh, yeah. And he could have had the chance to... Oh, good monster manipulation here. Good room
holy-
manipulation.
Found a Holy Scroll. That's good.
Yep. That is a
and,
plus.
and again, another egg on that side.
Wow.
What's his luck with eggs? Is I want it.
So
I
what
want it
does
for my cat.
happen? Oh, 1 damage, man. This, yeah. What does happen if you use the Holy Scroll you just found? Oh, that is trouble. How do you get away from this? 20 damage on that CUNY.
I
So
would
even
use
if
the
you
Holy
use the
Scroll
Holy,
on.
yeah, but even if you do that, okay, he's got a restore.
Yeah. Okay. So he's going
Yes,
through
yes, that's the play here. That's the play.
Yeah.
Hulim on the Kraken. That's the play.
it. Okay, he's taking 13.
Pretty clever.
2 pillars.
Yeah, but CUNY's probably at very low health right now, so...
Oh, and you got Doctor. So.
Oh, that is bad.
He quickly need to get away, get to the elevator so he can save CUNY. And no, CUNY died.
Alright.
But
so,
he does have a restore scroll, so he can
Yes.
bring him back.
Yes. That was a lot of things that happened on Poulet's side in a really short amount of time. That was dangerous, but he's got okay with it.
And Dad lost all his familiars.
Yeah, he's got nothing left.
But I think he has like 2 more eggs or something like that with his luck with eggs.
Might be.
I know he at
Oh,
least
he's
has
hitting
1.
for so little damage though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, luckily you got this kill. After that, I don't know what you want to do, man. This is a tough situation on the Dadarsus side. He's only got 1 floor ahead. Okay, you go for
Alright,
yes,
he
yes.
has 1 egg. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's in a low percent too,
Yep.
so it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. So you get from +1 to +4% each and every time you eat it up. So you hope for as much for as possible, so it takes less time. I've seen a Barong on the tower rotation on Poulet's side, but he starts in a really bad room.
Oh yeah, they're on the
while-
floor for about long. Yeah.
Yep.
If they come
Okay,
across the
I-
barrel long, it might be good. They might get something
Oh, yeah.
good out of it.
He did a really good play there. He manipulated them in the room so they don't follow him again, and I think it was a play to get out
Oh,
of
but
this.
speak of the creature, it's right
Yep.
there.
Yeah, he saw it during his spin animation. All right.
All right, let's see if you get some good items.
I'm
I'm
hoping
hoping
picked
for.
up the coin on the floor and throw that away.
Oh, that
Okay, what
is.
is that?
that-
Roll. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And he's got a
And
wee
that-
dog.
oh, okay.
That's got a wee dog. Wee dog was big last run. That's not
Yeah.
a super powerful monster, but it's still better than a lot of things could have gotten. Let's call it a mediumly good monster.
Okay, his blue. Oh, he
Oh yeah,
releases
he
his
just
blue.
removed them from his inventory. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I didn't think got any good items of the warlock, so he is killing it off to get
Yep.
some
Oh,
levels.
it gives a crazy amount of XP. Yeah. Those are pretty much the type of monster you'd see in a Dragon Quest, like a metal slime. They also have a mechanic to refresh your inventory, but they also have XP, and they're pretty rare. So, oh, that is not good. This wee dog is not gonna gain. Is not gonna win this duel.
No,
but
he's
the
not.
red collar here is a good play. He removes it from the combat, can summon it again, and the maneuver is too far away to see where Ko is, so it goes away. Good manipulation here.
Definitely agreed. Let's see. Oh, there's
this-
the elevator.
This race is hype, man. I really like that.
Agreed. It's definitely hype.
Wow. It's so close. It's always so close. Even when someone gets 2 floor ahead, like right now, Poulet is probably gonna catch up.
Yeah. Oh, he's fighting a troll, and they're
Yeah,
doing
and his
14 damage
shield-
per hit by the looks of it.
Yeah.
So-
and that shield is not gonna help you. This trolls the sword.
Okay, good attack QA, so you can able to kill it off this hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Ooh, this. Yep, Arachne is gonna be problematic on the Dadarsus side.
Yeah, with a spider.
Oh, you didn't shoot
And-
it enough. And he's lost his wee dog again. Another pet. He's lost so many pets.
That's the
Can
fifth one,
someone
I
call
think.
Can someone call animal protection player, please? That'd be appreciated.
Peter? Yeah, sure.
Oh damn.
Uh,
Oh, that might be trouble. If he doesn't get
Oh.
this pickup, he's dead. Oh, and he's got it. This guy's
That's
got
good.
balls of steels.
if I was playing, I have really bad luck. I am with all my friends. I'm cursed with bad luck.
Yeah,
If I
that
was
was
doing
a
that, I would die.
50% on winning. Yeah, that was.
Oh, and he immediately finds another. Oh, but he lost Detour Scroll. But that's
Seeker Scroll doesn't care about that. He's got the
Yeah.
equipment he's gonna use till the end. Okay, okay. This go up trap was kind of useless, but okay.
yeah.
You take it. The animation for go up trap is faster than doing the elevator, so that's all right. Oh yeah, you want to use that malicious scroll. Not use it, but pick it up. It's good. And Poulet's has found a new friend, so it's probably an holy scroll. Yeah.
It was a holy scroll, I believe.
Yeah. For the floor is gonna help a lot. Oh my, yep, my LC has been picked up.
Oh, right into a Viper.
Oh, that is bad. Okay, so Viper hits for 36,
He
but
does has Olim Fruit, which he's using. That's good.
Yep.
And,
Vipers, when they hit you, they have a chance to lower your physical attack power by 1 permanently. You need to use a Cure-All herb, a Hazak herb, or a Water Crystal. Oh no, not Water Crystal, because you cannot use it on Ko, but it would work on your bet. To remove the status effect from yourself. And this is really bad because each and every time you get hit by those, the next battle is worse. It's tougher. And he finds
Really?
another egg.
Really?
Oh, it's a wee dog egg. He knows it is
Oh.
because the second time you find the same egg in the same run, it'll be identified.
Oh, I did not know about that.
Yes.
Yes, agreed, Baldwin. So many eggs. I've been complaining about his egg luck since he constantly found his third one. It's like,
Yeah, you
come on, share the love over here, game. Give me the eggs.
yes. Oh man. So the protection company, it was PETA, you said? So PETA's gonna be frustrated.
Yeah.
And he uses it as an egg bomb. Okay.
That is a war
94,
dog
that's it,
crime.
that's good. Yep. Oh, so many animals being killed. In the making of this movie.
Yes. He's gonna probably get a couple calls. Oh, pick up the sleeping unicorn.
Yep.
Smart play.
100%. Yep. It's sure to work. So you need to use every tool the game gives you because right now he doesn't have a lot to go for him.
Oh, and the
Let's-
Viper woke up just as he left.
That's all right. That's what you want to see. But Poulet's catching up. But Dadarsus made a pretty good. He's got 5 floors ahead now. Oh, but Poulet's got the elevator in the room, so it's gonna be only 3 right now. But Dadarsus find the other one, and this race is so freaking hype.
It is.
So 20 minutes to go.
From what I can tell, Dad is playing more aggressive right now versus
Yes.
Split playing more safety-wise.
Yeah, he's got 1 game over the guy. He's got no resources. You play like a madman. At that
Yeah.
point, you try.
Yeah. Do what you got to do.
Yep.
That mixed magic isn't needed. Yeah, that's true. But mixed magic is useful.
And QP doesn't have
Q's.
MP anymore. Okay.
And
And
he
he's got a
found-
Peter Fruit. Okay. So we might want to talk a little bit about that for a time. MP is a resources only monsters have. All the monsters got it, even the enemy monsters, and it's a resource that goes down while doing various things, and it includes walk-ins. So you lose MP by casting spells, of course. Mixed magic too, sure. You lose 1 MP per time you physically attack, like the monster does. And it loses 1 MP per 14 steps it walks. So at some point, you cannot prevent a monster from losing all its MP. It's gonna happen. Just walking will make you lose those MPs. And when it reaches zeros, the monsters fall on the floor and cannot fight and walk and do anything anymore. Like the blue glowing you saw on Cuny's for PouletSansTete side, that's what it means. And as long as you don't find food for it, which includes mostly Peter Fruit, this monster is going to be useless. And luckily, Peter Fruit recovers 50 MP, so this Cuny can work a little bit for a little bit of time still. So 50 attacks or 100 to a few thousand steps.
And those who have not played much of these type of games, if you guys played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, think basically the MP is equivalent to the hunger mechanic in those games.
Yes, exactly. Except most of the time you'd get that on your main character, and Azure Dream doesn't. So and thanks to the god that we don't have to deal with MPs on Ko.
Yeah, or hunger bar or stamina bar for him.
Yep, absolutely. The game's already is hard enough. Doesn't need to be.
Just you want hardcore mode? Here's hardcore mode. You now have to survive on food.
Okay.
Oh, block.
So
and...
you've seen the Dadarsus take damage by being hit by nothing, like right now. This enemy is called. Oh, what do we do here? Okay.
And
Oh, yeah,
Shellos
good.
or something? Oh yeah, look good. He used the Holy Scroll on the brick.
Yep.
To convert him to an ally so he can survive, but he still
Yes.
have 2 enemies to fight.
Yes. So there's one of them that is called the Stealth. It'll be named as a number of question marks, but the name of the enemy is Stealth, and its ability is, you guessed it, it can become invisible, and that might be a problem. It doesn't hit for too much damage, like 20 damage at that point in the game is not that much, but being invisible might be a problem.
Yeah, and Azure will try to paralyze that brick, but still that Azure will kill the brick off, which it was sad. Lost his temporary ally for now, which could save his butt.
Oh yeah, okay, he's got it. That was risky.
Yeah, because if that stealth went down, he would have to face that. And he's come across another one. This is why he likes to stay on the outsides, not go through the middle rooms.
Yeah, less more risky. Chance to get. And now this, you've seen it. The stealth has been become invisible, but he's picked it up and thrown it away. Wolf of War. Yes, enemies can level up if they end up killing your familiar, or a enemy or something like that, and this reach the increment of EXP they need to go to the next level. They will level up and get stronger. Also, this guy is a madman. This guy is a freaking madman. Oh my god.
Yeah, Dad's doing awesome, but also enemies can lose levels if you have the Clown Familiar and they use the lowdown ability, or you have the lowdown spell.
The weak spell ball, yes.
Yes.
Oh my god. This is badass.
yeah, I agree with you, Dick Rebuttal. It's just, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, as far as I know, the Dadarsus is the oldest runners for this game, anyway, that I know of. When I first started to speedrun this game, he wasn't speedrunning it anymore, but I reached out to him and I asked him for a few tips, and he was gentle enough to give me all of his tricks, and then I just practiced on my side while he was doing something else, and at some point, he just turned around and was like, "Oh man, you've learned."
I don't know that creature's name on top of my head, but it instantly woke up. Naplas? Okay.
Yeah, Naplas is pretty dangerous for a lot of reasons, including the fact that it can randomly fall asleep, which seems like a bad thing.
Oh.
Like that. But they don't lose a turn for waking up. So if they are asleep and you attack them, you say, "Oh, I'm safe." So as soon as I see it wake up, then I'll run away. Well, that won't work with these guys. They wake up and attack you on the same turn. So
a little false alarm there type situation. Oh, good. He found the elevator as soon as possible.
Also, Naplas are extremely tanky. Their passive ability is double max HP. So they have a really high HP amount, then take that and double it. It has more HP than a killer, or more HP than a dragon, more HP than a glacier even.
Can that ability transfer over to a fuse?
Yeah, it does transfer when... Yes.
You can make some interesting tanking builds down the road with that.
If you want to have a very impenetrable wall, then a block with the double defense and an Atlas with double HP, nothing is gonna get past that, I can assure you.
Tyrant woke up, or got angry or something.
Yep, it got angry, which is not a bad thing per se. When they get angry, they gain a little bit of attack. I think they do get increased critical chance, but they also start attacking their friends, so... You can manipulate them to attack their friends, and then they're not a problem anymore. They don't deal that much damage, but he's at 37 right now, so he doesn't want to mess with anything.
It was at half health essentially.
Yes, and it's one of the only monster you can pick up still. At that point, everything is too heavy to be picked up. But Tyrants is still an exception, so you can still pick them up.
That's good to know.
Yep. But that is still risky, of course. Like, he doesn't want to have to do that, and he's got another egg! What the heck is happening here?
Okay, dag of eggs, or egg dag, or egg daddy, or whatever. It's whatever, he needs a new name for this.
Damn!
This is
buys them a half a dozen, that's crazy.
I think this is his 7th or 8th egg so far on this run alone.
Yeah, something like that. This is ridiculous, but yeah, that's good for him. Like, let's hope he can get a chance to hatch it, though. Or he might want to use it as an egg bomb at that point, because there's only 13 minutes left, and he's got a good... Oh, yep. Okay, that's good.
He has an 8-4 lead over Pooplet, though.
Yes. So you don't want to give a chance by hatching that egg for Poulet to catch up.
Well, he's in a comfortable lead, and since you're in 1-1 game, he might risk.
Yes. The reason why he didn't try to manipulate the Tyrant here is because Tyrant's got a weird AI. Once they're in a room, they will never leave. Never. Unless they see you through the door. So they will only do rotations inside the room forever and ever. So he couldn't have manipulated this Tyrant.
Okay. But he's still being the madman, picking the Tyrants up and throwing them around.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, it's gonna backfire here. And he cannot do it again. Yep, he cannot do it again.
He has a pillar ball in this, and
it's empty and he knows it, yeah.
Madman.
Absolute madman.
Took the risk and worked out for him.
But he knows this Tyrant is in that room and he cannot make it leave, so he will have to deal with this other one too.
And he can't... Oh, it is empty.
It's the second time he uses it since it's empty, so
here's the bomb. What he lost. And
Mandara, that's alright. You want to use it as a bomb. It's not a perfect... Yeah. It's a good pet, but it's not as good as just surviving here.
If he didn't have the bomb, he might have died from that hit. Oh, there's another Tyrant. But it went Berserk, so it was like lose him, which he did. So that's good.
And once it's Berserk, it just goes away. Yeah, that's true. Alright.
But
this is a killer, and killer doesn't have harms. They have this instead. And they are exactly as you imagined them to be. They hit like crazy, and their passive ability is to get like 75% chance to crit. And all of its stats is in attack. It doesn't have HP, it doesn't have defense. It's just attack and crit percent. That's absolutely crazy.
That might be good for as a familiar, but you don't want to face it on the floor.
Absolutely not. Okay, and now he's got Mild Seed where he can play twice in a round and he gets to the elevator. Good play there.
That was a good play. At that point, he probably would survive one attack and that's it.
Oh, not from a killer. I can tell you these things is for 80. And we have the Beldo cutscene. Now, these two runners know not to run away after the cutscene. Just wait and check the loading. It takes a little bit of time.
But he got lucky. No monsters in that room.
Yes, that's all right. All right, okay. This is still very high, but I don't think... Like, this is going to be tough for Poulet to catch up, even if Dadarsus was to die right away, right now.
Yeah.
It's still only 10 minutes to do 7 floors, or 8, because you need to get higher than your opponent. If he gets to the 31st floor first, he wins.
He still has the pillar ball. So
he still has a...
So he's going to pick the white sand and use it to have one use pillar.
Yes.
Safety. Oh, and let's between a brick and a duel.
A zoo and a rock place.
Yeah.
All right, he's got a pretty good setup too, but these things are... He's got a lot of items though. I think he can get away with it.
He should be good. Sleeping.
But it's gonna take a lot of time. Yep. Zoo is the most problematic. It can paralyze you. Actually, the block also can paralyze you. They have the low bind spell.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, and it's range.
But he did.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna super hurt.
Almost.
Oh, that is not good.
Oh crap.
On a scale of 1 to dead, this is dead, man. I don't think he can get away with it.
He has one use of pillar, and
yeah, but it's not gonna kill.
Yeah, and he's stuck. Yeah, he's going to die here.
Yep, absolutely. There's no way out of this.
Unless he...
And he knows it, yeah.
Unless he survives in the, get to the room and uses the Holy Bell.
No way this scales. Not at level 14. Yeah, 38. They have 90-something.
Here. Good. So he has 8 minutes to get to floor 33.
Yeah, absolutely. Good luck, my friend.
Yeah.
Wow, this is... And he starts running faster. I think he watches the VOD.
Yeah. Start being risky. But Dad of eggs, you're awesome.
Yes, absolutely. What a run.
Your new nickname for me is Dad of Eggs now, because 8 to 9 eggs are just wow. I'm probably have to rewatch the VOD just to see how many eggs you found in that run. This run here alone. I want that luck, man. I want that.
7 eggs, he says, but yeah, that was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, definitely 7 eggs, man.
You play to your inventory. That's what you do, and he's got an inventory full of eggs. So that's good.
Yeah, master of eggs.
He's got scramble. Oh, people are
King
making
of it.
puns.
Yes, yes, king
People are
of
making egg puns. Oh my god.
Yes! I love 8 puns over here.
Absolutely.
I'm not dad, I'm an uncle though, and so I love the puns and make the puns with my nephews and nieces.
Oh, I love them too, but I know what Twitch chat can do, so I'm a
Yeah.
little bit stressed though.
I'll let you I'll let Chad take the eggs puns from me. I want
Do
to
you have your
learn.
timer running right now? Because the Dadarsus stuff is.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh damn. All right. Okay.
I was letting Darius use it because it was on the screen for everyone to see.
Yes. All right.
But I'm hoping Play has a timer on his side.
I'm pretty sure he has.
Okay.
He generally does, so it should be all right.
It's not taking time to heal an elevator. Yeah, because he knows Dad's out of it, so he's trying to make the rest to
Exactly.
get to 433 as soon as possible.
Even if healing is pretty quick, I think that he feels so pressed for time.
Oh, he does not have a timer.
Oh, it's less than 10 minutes. It was 8 before 8 minutes left before the Dadarsus stopped, so
Yeah. So
yeah,
roughly
I'd say around about 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I can agree. So 5 minutes from now. So
Oh,
at
melee with a Mandara is a bad thing.
10, it will be the time.
Yep, I'd say that's pretty close to it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, this is stressful. And I know he knows, like, the Dadarsus is lost, so not lost, but got killed. So
Yeah.
he feels
Dad of
so
eggs.
stressed at these times.
Yeah, Dad of eggs. Yeah, I won game 3 as well.
Oh, he got it. He got one.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just.
Oh, he just typed in chat this ending, haha, so I guess he's dead.
Uh,
Oh, what does happen?
I was hoping this form. Oh, prison trap.
Oh, prison trap and
And a
snowman in the
snowman.
face. Wow.
And there he lost. So Dad won 2-0.
Wow. What a run.
That
God.
was a good run from both of you guys.
Absolutely.
fair.
This was wonderful. Oh man. So I'll try to check with the guys from Speed Gaming and from the two runners. We can do interview, but we can do a friendly third. So we always ask for a 3-hour spot because this is the amount of time it might take us for the actual runs.
Yeah, maximum time slot.
Maximum time slot. So we can, if everybody involved is interested in, we can play a third game still. The tournament is not the tournament, but the round is won by the Dadarsus. That won't change anything. But if chat is interested, if both runners are interested, and if Speed Gaming is okay with it, we can do a third match. So it's up to you guys.
Yep. And I'll be hyped for this a third game. This is the.
Oh yeah, I'm hyped too.
And maybe out of eggs we'll get even more eggs. Lively, and tonight the schedule says there's FF1 race on the channel in 53 minutes. Okay.
All right, so 53 minutes is good. If we need to end early to make place for them, we're okay with that. So we'll just end it. It also depends on both of our runners.
I think Dad is fine with it.
Okay, Poulet, are you interested in it? Oh, he says like a new what? A no CUNY third game. Okay. Oh, this is not gonna end long.
Oh,
It's
no
not
CUNY
gonna last
third
long
game?
anyway.
Okay. Oh, no CUNY third game. I'm down to see that.
Third game. All right, guys.
So
Reset.
So they'll be starting a new game, and as soon as possible, they're going to release CUNY, correct?
They can do that, okay, or they can use the pool glitch to enter the tower without ever even met CUNY.
Oh, I have not seen this glitch, so this would be first for me, and maybe first for many people probably.
Okay, I'll leave them the choice to decide however they want to enter. They don't feel comfortable about doing it out, but the person doing it and being successful at it quickly is going to have an advantage here. And I think this is interesting. So, all right, when you guys are ready, I'm going to count you down. So give me a sec here. Are you both ready for a third race? So is it no CUNY or is it the third race normally? Okay, let's go for a no CUNY. Guys, get ready for new game with start timer. And I'm gonna count you down. Kirito no CUNY is the CUNY is the name of the pet you get at the beginning. So a no CUNY race will mean that you don't have a pet to start. So it's gonna be a real tough setting. You have a copper sword. You could actually hatch the Palumpa, but let's be honest, this pet is really bad. So boat runner ready. Let's do this. And go.
Alright, so they decide on the pull glitch or releasing you?
I think it's gonna be whatever you want to do here.
Alright. I personally would like to see the pull glitch.
I think Poulet talked about it, so I guess he's gonna go for it.
Okay.
Well, good luck, guys. This is gonna be an interesting race. Let's be honest here.
Alright, and since they start, okay, they're starting. I'll start my timer on my side.
All right, thank you.
Just because, just be safe and sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna have less than
This is
an
my
hour
first time
anyway.
counting for a race, so I thought to bring out a notebook and paper and pen to take notes so I can ask questions for interviews, and I don't think I'm going to need that because this has been an awesome race and been a lot happening. This is my first good race for me.
And thank you very much for coming in because we needed someone and you just came out of nowhere. We never heard about you before and said, "Hey, can I come in?" And you did a super good job. I don't know if chats agree, but for someone never done it before, it was really good.
It was a last second decision, and you guys needed someone for today's race and tomorrow's race, and I said, why not? Give it a try. See if I apply, I get it, and it'll be awesome. Because I've been watching speedruns for a very long time, and I've been dying to try to commentate for any speedruns, but never know how. And saw the opportunity, so I decided to took it. And why not for one of my favorite games all time?
And let's be honest, we're gonna need more commentators for the week to come. So there's gonna be 6 race next week. So 4 this one, but 6 next time. So there's going to be a lot of races, and we cannot always be there for all of them.
I will try to be there in the following races, but next week my older sister is about to give birth to her 4th kid, and so I'm going to help her out with that a bit. So if I can still commentate while taking care of the kid and helping with that, I will try. But I'll give you a heads up.
Yeah, we'll wish her the best too.
Yeah, her 4th kid.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And yeah, and her youngest one right now, my nephew Kyrie, he's my mini-me. He's always up my butt. And
all right, so we'll get ready.
Take notes of Dad. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see.
So, yeah. Let's see if they each try it. So what you need to do is, since you don't want to have CUNY, you'll get a Pita fruit, which is going to be useless. This Pita fruit is pretty much only used to recover MP for a pet. It can also be used as bait, as we talked earlier. But generally, it's not that much of a good item. So you don't want to use it. And what you're going to be using it for is, outside of tower near the pool, there's a little patch of grass. And you can throw the Pita fruit at it. And it's going to make a little bit of an elevation extra, and you can jump on the fruit. Then you can jump on the wall of the pool. And at that spot, there's a little small portion of flimsy collision. And if you can get to it in the right exact angle, it's really finicky. You will pass through the wall.
All right, so here, seems like he's going to do it.
Yep, he's trying it out. There we go. Try to choose that finicky. It can take. Oh yeah, he's got it quite.
Got it. Wow.
Now you have to navigate. It's not okay. He's missed it. So yeah.
Okay.
You got to navigate to get into the tower. It's not really easy to do, but yeah, generally it takes. I don't know. Generally, it takes me like 30 seconds to a minute, so it's kind of long. But he seems to have got it pretty quickly.
Yep.
You can do it
again. Right, let's see.
So you want to go left? Left? Oh, he was too high. So you can see why it's good if it works, but then Dadarsus is already inside the tower. So he didn't save any time here. Oh, damn. And that's what can happen. Yeah.
Don't go left, we go your way north.
Yeah, you want to go not too much left, but a little bit north. And that's why, yeah. Okay. You can do it. You can do it.
Now, I wonder, can you release Q immediately to skip all the tutorials? Oh, Dad name him by.
Yep. You can release it just after this text box. So now we can release it. And you will... okay, he's not doing it. That's all right. Good try, Poulet. Definitely. Yeah. Yes.
I definitely would like to see this, see that glitch later on.
Yeah, it teleports you behind the bridge, so that's what it does.
And would the first floor still be the same as...
Yes.
Now? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay, but the AI for the monster changes.
Yes, as soon as Cuny leaves the floor, the Palumpa starts running away for you.
Okay.
Running for you, so yeah.
This is interesting. I never thought to trying out on my many new game playthroughs on this game growing up. That'd be an interesting thing to try.
Yep. Oh yeah, the glitch is not as easy as it seems, and yeah. Good job, Poulet, you did great.
Yeah. Only glitches I know I can do is on Bloodborne, because I practiced those glitches on that game. That's the only glitch I know how to do is some Bloodborne glitches, and that's it.
I get it. Just to let Poulet catch up. Alright.
Alright, yeah, that's fair.
A little bit of sportsmanship here, I like it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Alright, so he's gonna do floor 1. It's gonna be quite quickly because you don't have to deal with all the crazy tutorial. When you play first at 10, so there's a category which is called the first at the 10th floor. During that category, that's what you do to enter the tower, the glitch.
And Wolf of War, this is a third race, yes, but Dad won the game, so we're doing this
a third for fun. Yeah, we had the time slot, so might as well use it. Both runner were minded to do it, and well, more is your dream. I'm always for it.
Yeah, and they decided to make it a challenge run, so no Q.
And they don't have Cuny to help them in anything, so deal with every monster as they can, and you gotta get some good items pretty quickly because even a troll is a problem right now, or a flame. 6 damage is garbage.
Oh, nice. Poulet found a steel shield. This is awesome.
Oh, yep.
Good defense is good defense.
Yes, defense here is king, so that's what you want to see first. Now, a good weapon is going to be good, but there's a lot of weapon that has been removed from the equation because all those ones that you so dearly want to see, well, they're not really good anymore.
I'm kind of hoping that they get my luck and get a holy sword on the second floor, because that's what happened to me. It was like, I think with the second to the 4th floor, I found a holy sword on one of my runs, and it's just been my main weapon since then. And a holy sword is the best sword in the game until you get to the end and get the ultimate egg and do that cutscene boss with I think it's the
Seraphim sword.
Yeah, Seraphim sword or an angel sword. You don't want to say that word, or have a hard time saying the word like I do. I do have a speech problem, so I usually find other words to say things.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, but the holy sword is the best sword in the game until then.
Yes, absolutely. But since it rusts, then it becomes really obvious quickly that the gold sword or the trained one, on the long term, is gonna get better. So
yeah, definitely.
Those rust traps hurt a lot.
Oh no, but I think Zero Wog was saying earlier, gold sword plus 99. I might try to do that as a run casually just to see it on my side. And Dad found the mirror shield. It is not cursed, so it's gonna be good for him. And he's tempering it. Also, another thing, if you guys don't know, I tried this the other day and learned from my mistakes. I have a curse shield, so it's a mirror shield of -1, and I tried to temper it to get rid of it, the -1, to make it more viable. Waste the blue sand because hey, you cannot tamper cursed items. You just waste the materials.
And you still use a material. Yeah, that's bad. So if it is -1, you can temper it as it's not cursed. This is the curse factor that makes it untemperable. But yeah, that's
yeah. Learn from my mistakes, kids. Don't temper cursed items.
So there's someone in chat talking about the fact that you want to kill as many monsters as you can. This is actually really true. This is still a speed run, so going quickly into the tower is a good thing. But there's two things interesting about leveling up that you don't see in normal play here. First is, well, you only have your HP to tank everything, so you're gonna get hit in the face, might as well have a bigger HP pool. But the second thing is that XP in this game is split amongst all your party members. So this troll might be worth 4 or 8 depending on your level difference with him. It's gonna be worth 8 or 16 when you're alone because you don't have CUNY with you. Yeah. So you get level faster and quicker, so that's worth. Yeah, and also the mirror shield just came in play here.
Yeah,
Dadarsus got hit by the sled spell, and the sled spell got reflected back at the flame because of the mirror shield. It's not a 100% chance of things to happen, but I'd say it's around about 75%.
Yeah, it's a decent percent. Yep. And it's really funny to see when Clown trying to down you.
Yeah, and it gets us little down, yeah.
That's the best thing to see.
It's fun to see casually, but it's bad to see in the speedrun setting because the animation is freakishly long, and then it's get long again because Reflected does the animation again. And yeah, you don't want to see that.
Definitely.
Oh, and Kula is a frog.
Ribbit, man. Ribbit.
Yep, Don Froggo here. So, yep, that's kind of tough.
Yeah. Well, at least
second mirror shield.
It might be a +2, or it might be a curse. You want to take the gamble?
You don't want to chance that? Oh, no, you don't. I don't think you... Alright.
I might have would have picked up the hammer and just carry it. Just in case down the road I see a troll in a bad situation, I'm in a bad spot. Give it the hammer, so the weapon, so the bowgun or the sword is not in play. Yeah,
absolutely. You can switch weapon on trolls. This is a way to go. It takes another spot though, and it's very certain. But it might save your ass. So if you have an empty inventory, you might want to bring a hammer with you.
Yeah, this has a safety or a gamble, whichever you wish to see.
Yes.
Might be a risky play, but I played none.
Talking about risky play, these guys are trying to get to maneuver around all these monsters.
Oh,
but,
nice.
The tower is not being... Yep, egg bomb.
Egg Dad, you use the egg bomb.
Yep. So I don't know how far they bring the concept we said CUNY less to monster less. So if they find an egg, will they hatch it? Or will they say that the play is not bad? Oh, a steel sword is good.
Oh yeah. I'm saying it's probably just be Q-less, but if it's also monster less going through it, it's more props to them. It's more of a challenge and probably more entertainment for us and the viewers.
Well, I think the Dadarsus has found all the egg is gonna find this week. So anyway, you won't get the chance to.
Probably.
I don't know if you've been on the Discord just after, but there's Azure memes, a little meme somebody has made. Go and watch that.
Oh, I probably will, and I'm still recently new. Like I said, I probably joined or Friday night is when I joined. Actually, I think it was Friday night.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and then I'll go back and watch that meme because.
Oh no, but it's just being put up like a few minutes ago.
Okay. But no, Dad's now nicknamed is Dad of Eggs for me, or the Egg Dad.
The Egg Dad, yeah, absolutely.
It's a permanent nickname he's going to have. I'm not going to lose it for him.
It's like Don Forgo's nickname is Don Frog. Definitely Frog Trap.
Yeah. Yeah, but this game is awesome.
Yeah, there's so many things that can happen and so many hidden mechanics that makes it like such a charm. And even when you play casually, the town building and even the dating sims is not actually so bad. You end up thinking those girls are pretty cool. Like there's exceptions. Selfie is kind of weird, but
Selfie is kind of weird.
And Mia is kind of weird too. But
yeah, Mia, she's a stalker. Not unless she's your stalker.
Yes, but the game is not too cheesy at it. Just enough, I think, that makes it charmful. Yeah,
this game is basically a hidden gem. It's basically the diamond in the rough situation. Oh yes, gosh, your quote unquote rival in this game. Yes. He is weird. He is weird.
He is more than weird. Yes. He's come from the richest family.
Yeah, Vivian's good. She's one of the good ones. I personally like Cherry or Cheryl.
Cheryl, yeah.
What I have pronounced the sick girl who becomes a nurse. That's one of my personal favorites.
She doesn't necessarily becomes a nurse. If you tell her that she should make dolls, she become a doll maker instead.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yep. And she makes little dolls of you.
I think she also I believe that Egg Dads and Shawnee was talking about if the curry option was available.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. You can say she asked you to say how sorry you are, and you can say sorry, or curry, and curry is best option, of course.
I have not seen the option yet, like how it plays out, but I'm definitely when I get the option on my casual playthrough.
Yeah, and Shawnee's talking about it. It's curry with question mark, so it's like curry, I guess. And she's like, all right. And it moves on. It's perfect.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know why there's this choice in the game. I don't know what happened in the head of the guy with that, but that is perfect.
I'm glad the developers threw that in there.
Yes. They could have made sure that when you use it in a big room, it wouldn't crash the game, but instead they've made the curry line. So is it worth it now? That's the question.
Curry confirmed the best answer in the game. Yes.
Oh yes. Absolutely.
100% confirmed. Haven't seen it yet. Yes. But yeah, confirmed.
Hunger, probably. Yeah, Larry, like, I'm just so freaking hungry. I heard you talked a little bit, blah, blah. Some point was like, curry.
Curry might be good for something to eat. Oh, yeah, curry, the answer.
Yes. Alright, go hub trap here. I think that might have been a good idea. I don't want to deal with these monsters as much as I can. Ooh. Oh, he shoved it. Oh, that's not good. Alright.
He made it to the elevator.
At that point, you want to try it. Well, no, you don't want to try to pick up either.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a misclick or something.
Might be
You can shove monsters, but it's very rarely useful because when you do, the monster get a free attack on you. So if you're gonna get an attack, then you want to make sure that that situation is better than having lost your turn, and it rarely is.
Blue's in a bad situation. Okay, luckily his steel shield is nice defense. Survived that hit from Manova.
Yes. All right.
Oh, good. He's healing.
Yeah. Because if he gets to sleep because of the dreaming, like, oh, okay, he tried but it didn't work. That's good.
Yeah.
The bloom could have awakened. By the way, if you ever get a bloom, you gotta call it Orlando. There's no question about it.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree.
That's the only name. Yes.
That's the only name for him.
Yes. All right. Oh damn. Sadly, they are not really good as a pet, so you rarely keep them. But using them for fusion is pretty good. There's a really good fusion monster. So, Poulet the U-boat, what will he do here? Oh, and the Dadarsus too.
Oh yeah, U-boats for days. Come on, U-boats.
Oh, I tried to pick up, and it didn't work. Oh, it didn't work again. You cannot try it, and he tried and he died. So for Poulet to win here, he needs to get up one floor. So as soon as you find the elevator, this race is ended. So, damn.
Definitely. Oh, hey, good dads. Yeah, it was a good race on your part.
Yes.
Yeah, you won the round. But like Shawnee said, chomp, chomp, chomp.
I don't know if Kirito is still here, but if you could, or I think it's you that would invite Dadarsus in for an interview quickly.
Yeah, I think we have roughly like 40-ish minutes for we have to give our times off, probably.
A little bit less than that, but we still have time for a little interview, I think.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have an interview from both the racers if we could.
Just to get an idea of how they felt during that race.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I just want to hear Dad's side of the comments. Definitely okay with that. Pretty sure I earned some. Yeah. Oh man, that luck on that round 2 was awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
Those eggs, man. Those eggs. I want them. I want that luck on my casual playthroughs. Oh yes, Omega. Yeah, there's been speedruns of the game. It's awesome. I will let me make sure I have the link again. I will repost the link for the Discord, and you guys are welcome to join. Let me
Absolutely.
get the link again because I was the wrong link. I had copied. There we go. Here's the link for the Discord. You guys are welcome to join. Casuals or
Absolutely.
speedrunners are welcome. I'm a casual, but I enjoy the speedrun stuff and things. And oh, yay!
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. More people
Yeah,
are
we
welcome.
we have a stream announcement channel where we post when we are streaming. So if you just want to watch some Azure Dreams, then it's easy. You just pop into the Discord and you'll see that once in a while. One of the thing I'm most proud of is since we've done this community, this game has been streamed every day ever since. This is crazy.
Yeah, and occasionally I'm in there chatting with the streamers because I would be also streaming, but I recently found out that my machine cannot stream, so at least cannot stream this game.
Yes, we're actually at 101 member right now. So since you go for fun just joined, thank you very much for doing that. 101 member is 97 more than I thought I'd get. This is crazy how this game has grown, and I'm so happy that the love for this game is. I'm not the only one in the world that loved it when I was a child, and I still love it today.
Same here. I'm the same boat. Everyone I grew up with talked about. My family bought the game, and it seemed like I'm the only one who enjoyed it. And everyone I talked about in school growing up, no one had any idea about this game. So
Yeah,
I'm
same.
glad to find a community of people who actually enjoy the game much as I do.
I agree.
Okay. Another person join. Ori Manova, or I'm like I said, I am bad at pronouncing names, but welcome, welcome.
Yeah, I don't think we can do interview right now because I don't have the rights to invite people in,
Yeah, but
and we're not getting responses for that right now.
maybe a at message at the person.
Yeah. Don't know if that person's still online.
Uh,
Oh yeah, he is.
yeah, he is. But yeah, welcome, welcome, and it's just an awesome game, and just casually, it's awesome. But yeah. Even if you don't do an interview, I would like still like to get you guys' perspectives on the run.
Yes, absolutely. This run was crazy. So many eggs on one side. This was I've never seen as much in a run. Like most of the time, you only get like one or two, even if you get to the plus 40 or he's on.
Hello.
The dad of eggs is here.
Oh my gosh. I'm never going to be able to touch this game again. I'm only going to die on floor 2 for like the next 6 years because of all that luck.
Oh, and we have Poulet too. Welcome,
Ah,
man.
GG, Poulet.
Hi.
That was amazing.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Awesome run, just awesome.
Man. So a floor 40 at first, and then a floor what? 32? 32
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, it was 32.
Wow.
Yeah, and you were hot on my heels that second game. I
Absolutely.
lost Kune before I even hit level 2. He got hit with a sled right away, and then I tried to throw him out of the way. And so when I used a fireball to try to take out the flame, Kune moved right back in to where he could get hit by the flame, and the flame took him out. On floor 2, first monster I fought.
Yes.
Yes, I'll send you the Discord link right now. I'm posting it now. Here you go. Everyone's welcome to join.
But then you had
I'm gonna do this on every race I have. I just can see it. It's just he's turning the whole chat against me. So clowns are without a doubt the best monster in the game. And it's, in my opinion, not even close. When I was able to okay, so the best thing I can say, that first race, if you had asked me to give my ideal setup off of an any percent run, I don't think I could have made a list that good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Everything I could have ever hoped for, I got.
Yeah, it
you
was
got
pretty
that-
accurate.
Yeah, and
point.
maybe just the fact that your Scarlet one was cursed, but even then,
Yeah, just doesn't even matter. I mean, being able to hatch the clown, fuse it to the Kune, so not only is my mixture magic twice as strong, but now I also have a ranged attack on top of that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it was... Oh, that felt so nice. I wasn't scared. And then to top it all off, I'd never had a cursed weapon when I made it to the top. So when he tries to give you the Seraphim Sword, the game couldn't equip it on me. So I kept my Scarlet Wand on, and so the hits that were supposed to do like 140 damage did 26 on Beldo. And I had never seen that happen before. The game apparently doesn't just like change your sprite, it actually physically equips the sword to you. But since it was cursed, the game couldn't do it. That was amazing. I loved that.
Yeah, this is an awesome run for my first race commentating and first race being like part of the community. This was an awesome race. I couldn't ask for a better race for this.
On your side, the second race, so the last one, you were ahead and then behind and then ahead. It must have been nerve-wracking.
In some levels, I got trapped in rooms with like 1 billion monsters, and I had no way out. I wanted to go up faster because I could see he was ahead of me, but there was no way out. It was a constant flow of monsters.
Yeah, that first race for you, Paulette, was...
It was almost a Cuniless run, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely had the disadvantage, but you did the best you could, and it was really awesome. I'm just hype. Man, just hyped for it.
I had the restream open the whole time, and there were times, especially in that second round when I lost Q&A, and I was like, okay, I've got to keep moving. I've got to stay ahead, because the second I fall behind on floors, I'm done. So I'm on 12, I'm on 13, I'm on 14, I'm barely surviving. And I look over, and I'm like, oh, Poulet, he got stuck in a monster room. He's got like 6 monsters in there on floor 10.
Yes,
no way he's making it out. I think I'm good. 5 minutes later, I look up, and you're a floor behind me, and I'm going, what do I have to do to win this? Like, every time I think I had the advantage, suddenly you're right there again. I could not take a second to breathe on that second game at all.
During commentary at some point, I was saying, neither of these guys want to die. If I was playing the tower, I would be like, why won't you die, guys? What's happening here? I'm throwing everything I have at you, and there's just no way.
Yeah, and let's talk about all the risky pickups you did. All those risky pickups you did, Echo Dad, just wow, the ball was on you.
Anyone who's watched any of my runs before knows that for some reason, and I don't know what got me into it, but that's like my favorite tactic when I'm fighting monsters I shouldn't be fighting. Instead of using resources, I'll always chance taking a hit or two and try to just throw them. And because if it works, you're not wasting any of your resources. And if you fail, usually you have enough stuff to where you can still get rid of them, and you're just recovering your health as you run around. But I don't know if I've ever been that lucky that many times in a row to where I seriously thought 4 different times, okay, this is the last one, and I just got it again. When I got in the room with all the Arachnes, and I had to pick up 2 of them to get out.
At some point, I had to explain the mechanic because you were not missing to a point where I think people would have started to think that why don't they pick up every monster?
Right, it should be a guarantee.
Yeah.
Yes, and at some point I have to explain it's a 50-50, and it didn't look like it was.
So I think, and maybe I'm wrong, again, the luck was real. If a stealth is stealthed, that may be 100%.
It might be, yeah.
Because that was ridiculous.
Just seeing you just holding the stealth up, invisible.
The invisible stealth.
It was just
4 different times.
Just mind blown. Like, really? It's awesome. Yeah. Just awesome.
Yeah, at some point people might have just thought like, okay, he just made the movement to throw something and nothing happened. What the hell is he doing now?
I'm also never, ever not going to pick up a Mahale seed again.
Yeah,
using that Mahale and being able to get to that elevator in the perfect amount of turns against the killer and Tyrant was amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It looked like I planned it. I did not. I didn't know for sure that was going to work, but it did.
I honestly thought you were going down on that floor, but nope. Prove me wrong.
Poulet, just do me a favor. Please lose next round in losers. I can't go through this again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot.
Come on, do me a solid. I need you to just gracefully bow out, save me the anxiety, and I'll just sleep better at night.
Well, make me go through this again. Your concern, I have to kindly decline.
All right, I guess I can live with it.
You have to win, man. I want to see you guys match up again. It was
Oh my
I do
gosh.
too.
Oh yes, please.
It was
So-
awesome.
Both runs were both of us made it above 25, right?
Yeah, both
Oh my
times.
gosh.
So I think I will wrap things up here and let the plays to the next race. But I want to make sure everybody in chat gives a little bit of a follow here on both our guys, Dadarsus and Poulet. They both stream the game. They both are really good at it, as you would have seen. And they are super fun to watch, super interesting. So why don't you give them a follow? They definitely deserve it. And
definitely do.
Leroy doesn't stream yet, but he will.
Yet.
So
I'm
go
planning
give
on
the
it.
follow. Yeah.
And I do occasionally stream on PS4 with some games on there with my friends, but I'm trying to get better machine so I can start speedrunning this game for the fun of it, or just for casual play, because I love this game, and why not give it a try to stream it, or just start learning how to play it.
Yes, just
I
do
couldn't
it.
agree more. This race was a blast. Thank you guys for commentating. Thanks everyone for hanging out and watching. This was, again, I said this last week during my race, this was the most fun I've had playing Azure Dreams in a long time, and it just continues to be the case. This was an absolute blast. Poulet, you were awesome, and even though I poke fun, I can't wait to run into you again here in a round or two.
I agree with 100% of what you just said. Thanks for the stream, and yeah, thanks for the race.
And thank you to the Speed Gaming guys for giving us a chance to do this. You guys are the best. You're awesome. And thanks to you, we have a place to show off the game we so much love. And
Oh yes,
I w-
giving exposure to the game feels so good so many years later after just
Thank
playing
you.
alone in our bedrooms for like 10 years and wondering, does anyone even know about this game on planet Earth? And then a Discord pops. That's amazing.
Yeah. Thank
Yes.
you, Speedrunning Games, for giving us a chance for the community to grow and us making new friends and family members and just having a good time with this tournament. And I'm hoping for many more tournaments come down the road for us.
so yeah, thank you. And one last thing, we have another match today. So you guys are lucky. We have a match at 10 p.m. EST. So in roughly 3 hours and 15 minutes. It might not
Yes.
be on Speed Gaming 1, but it's going to be on one of the Speed Gaming
I
channels.
believe it's Speed Gaming 2.
I think it is Speed Gaming 2. So you might want to check that out. And thank you very much for watching. See you next time.
Yep. I hope you guys have a good day.